Most people don't admit their weird guilty pleasures till they get deeper into a relationship.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them to know that your favorite food is day-old gas station hamburgers.
Oh my
Not right
God.
away.
Are you the one that eats those?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh,
Somebody
you're-
has to.
You're waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or that you still watch reruns of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, better
wow.
redneck and eyes.
Or that your favorite way to relax is lying in a bathtub of lukewarm Tostitos bean dip.
What is going on in the DeVoe household?
Well, he got it at the gas station, obviously.
It's all on sale.
Yeah.
Bargain. But one of our listeners went out with a guy, and she didn't just admit her guilty pleasure to him.
Yeah.
She themed their entire date around it.
Whoa.
Now she's not getting a call back.
Oh.
Could it really be that bad? We're going to find out.
Come on, give me bean dip tub.
Come on,
please.
we'll see in your brand new second date update next. Who do you trust for advice on your dating life? Your friends?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Probably
They're
more
not,
than
they're
most.
not really looking out for you.
What?
Yes, they are.
They might say that, not really.
Oh my gosh.
Your coworkers?
Oh no.
Absolutely not.
Yikes,
You guys-
absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Chat GPT?
Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
Probably not still.
I trust them.
Of
Sure.
course.
Yeah.
Trust all the computer minds, Jeff. It's a good idea.
But when Chat GPT runs out of date ideas,
Oh, no.
you got to turn to the sure thing. Your therapist for
What?
hot dating tips.
What?
Wait, I mean, maybe like relationship advice, but hot dating tips?
That's what one of our listeners,
Huh.
Hannah, did. And the great advice from her therapist has landed her
Really?
here with us today.
Oh, no.
The
So wait, you need
things
a
that-
therapist from your therapist?
Yeah.
I think it's all working out well. Hannah, welcome to the show.
Hi.
I want to hear the therapist advice. I'm
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah. What did your therapist say?
Well, I was talking about my struggles dating, and she kind of called me out on that I'm maybe not always being my most authentic self,
Okay.
and that could be why I'm struggling here.
Okay, that's what you're paying her for.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Someone
She told
needs to
you to-
call you out professionally.
She said to just be the real you.
Yeah, just encouraging me to be myself.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
What if
great.
being you is the
So-
problem?
Yeah, that's what I was
So,
thinking.
what'd you do to accomplish that?
So I was kind of racking my brain, like thinking, what are things that I like? And I love the show Cobra Kai.
Oh, like the
Oh.
Karate
Oh.
Kid spinoff?
Yes.
Cobra Kai. I did not expect us to go there. So,
Yeah.
did you take a karate class then or something?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess who'd you go out with?
His name is Mike.
Okay.
Sensei Mike?
Yeah. Did you meet him at the karate class or did you take a class together?
Oh, we took a class together.
Interesting.
But-
Huh?
I met him online.
Oh.
Oh. So how did this date happen? Can you like run us through it?
Yeah.
Well, we set up just like a dinner date.
Okay.
Nice.
Sushi. And it was a fun time. And like we were hitting it off.
So
Yeah.
you're matching the Cobra Kai theme to the meal too.
Oh, yeah. Sushi. You have like all kind of Asian culture influence.
Mhm.
Yes.
Nice.
And sushi was good? You guys had good conversation or like what's the highlights there?
We were just goofing around. We were like play fighting.
Play fighting.
Wait.
Oh, like,
What do you mean?
Like with the chopsticks as swords?
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
To be honest, I wouldn't normally act like this on my dates. Like maybe I was a little too nerdy, but I kept hearing be my most authentic self, kind of saying it like as a mantra.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So when you brought up Cobra Kai with Mike, was he into it?
He'd actually never seen it, but he had heard of it, and I think he'd been meaning to watch it.
Okay.
Well, that's like an open
Yeah.
intro to show him.
Yeah, totally.
If everything goes well, of course.
Yeah, and I tried to go that route and invite him over to watch it at my place.
Oh, you dog you.
I think that he is probably planning on more than Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, more like Cobra thighs.
What?
Wait, what?
No.
Like he's gonna touch
No,
your butt.
no,
All right, sorry.
no.
Okay,
So what did he say?
did he say yeah?
Well, he was kind of like, I don't know how late I can stay out.
Oh, okay. That makes
Oh.
sense. I've had to tell literally people that before. 'cause
It
you
makes
don't really
sense, but not
jobs.
in a dating world. Like that
No.
invite is what every guy is
If
waiting
you
for.
want to go, you'll stay up.
Not every guy wants to hook up on the first date. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay, 99% of guys. Let me
Maybe
correct
she
myself.
got the 1%, you know?
Right. So-
Were you okay with that?
Yeah, I was okay with that because I had a backup plan.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, authentic self. What was that?
My authentic self decided that we could go do a trial martial arts class.
Oh, so it's you,
Oh.
Mike, in a room full of 6-year-olds.
So you went straight from the restaurant to a karate class.
It was actually next door. I sort of might have planned that.
Oh, you have a whole plan. He's either going to my house, we're rolling on my bed, or rolling on some mats.
Why do I picture him in jeans trying to do karate now, though?
That's true.
Did he have the right outfit for it?
Or maybe they give you
Oh
some.
yeah, they provided us with
Geese?
the geese. Yeah, and I think we had fun.
That'd be awesome. He's like, well, I got
Fun.
some sweet nunchucks in my truck anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Let me get my throwing stars.
Fun is good. Was it romantic or?
I think so because
Really?
the kind of fighting. It's there's tension. It's kind of flirty.
And I also think just trying anything new with a person helps bond you,
That's
right?
a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
especially if
like-
you both don't know what's going on.
It's a shared experience. You can either laugh at how bad you are
Mhm.
or
yeah.
I mean-
Slowly choke them out.
did they do that in a beginner's?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff.
I don't know. Let's skip to the end of the night. How did you leave things?
We just said goodbye to each other kind of outside.
Hug? Kiss?
A little kiss.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Wait,
something.
That's not bad.
And what's happened since the date?
Well, it hasn't been that long, but I actually saw my therapist.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Did you giggle through that session too? You're cute.
Yeah, I think I definitely did because
Okay.
I really was trying to be my most authentic self.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
So you told her
good.
about the date then?
Yeah, I did. I told her about it.
So why are you calling us then?
Well, she kind of made me doubt things because she said to me that might have been a little too much.
Oh.
You're too authentic.
Not necessarily that, but that there are other parts to me. I'm not just Cobra Kai.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Oh, like you only focus on martial arts.
did you tell your therapist you're not going to show this guy everything in the first night, okay?
Yeah.
That's Brooke's move.
Yeah.
Maybe second date material.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta leave something to learn.
Open up, show him more of your interest when you meet up a second time. So hopefully we can facilitate that. We'll come back, call Mike for you, and try and get you your second date update right after this.
Okay.
All right, hold on. This is the theme song for the original Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Okay, you're the
And-
best around, Jeff.
Wow.
Coming on a little strong, man.
Brooke,
Tried to-
being her authentic self, I see.
Trying to pump you up.
Saying your real thoughts.
You know?
But I know it's been a while since we've all seen the original movie, but I'll tell you the overall theme of it is an underdog who's up against the odds, finally faces his fears and his bullies, and comes away with the trophy.
Yeah.
Get it, Karate Kid.
Everyone loves an underdog story.
And that's our listener, Hannah, today. And Hannah's trophy that she's after is a man named Mike.
Hello,
Oh.
Mike.
She met online. And personally, Hannah, I just want to say your idea for a Cobra Kai themed date, going to sushi and doing a karate class together. We never hear women going out of their way to set things up like this. It's usually the men that try and arrange a date like this.
It's refreshing.
So it is refreshing.
I
I
think it's-
commend you on what you did
I'm
here.
striking first.
Yeah, I get it. Get it? Another
Oh.
I'm striking first.
Oh,
like a
strike
cobra.
Honestly, I think it's marriage material.
Wow.
Wow.
You were just really
Yeah,
all
Brooke
on
is
it.
super strong with the emotions here.
I'm just saying.
Drugs.
Yeah.
I think she's marriage material, and this guy's gonna be missing out if he doesn't give you another
Wow.
chance.
All right, we're setting the bar high.
Yeah, would you
Okay.
like Brooke to tell him that as soon as we get him on the phone, or we
First
can
thing.
hold off for a second?
Yeah, let's just be natural and chill about it at first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
See what happens, and
And
then
then we'll get to the waxing on and off and all that
Oh
good stuff.
yeah.
That's
All right.
right. That's a good part of the movie.
Here we go. Let's dial the phone number and hopefully he picks up. Here we go.
Hello,
Hey, we're looking for Mike.
this is Mike.
Hey, Mike. I said we because you're talking to a whole show right now.
Hey,
Hi,
A radio
what's
show
up, brother?
called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
What is this about?
It's called the Second Date Update.
And it's all about you, Mike.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
Not-
Coming
not-
on too strong.
yeah.
I don't know what
Not
is
just
up with you.
sorry. I don't know what's going on with Brooke today. She's a little
Eager.
Oh, over the top. Yeah, and it's not just about you. It's about you along with one of our listeners that you went on a date with recently named Hannah.
Oh, yeah, Hannah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
You remember
yeah,
him?
Well, it
Okay.
sounds like you guys just recently went out, which is awesome.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we went out.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we heard a little bit about your guys' date. We'd like to get your side of the story just to see how the stories match.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. What do you want to know? I don't really feel too comfortable about talking about this kind of stuff for the whole radio show.
Oh, okay. Not the whole show. Alexis, close your ears.
Oh.
All right. Now you have 75% of the show.
I don't want to miss out.
Take those headphones off.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't listen anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What? What'd you say?
Okay. Yeah. All right. I think we're meeting your quota now. So what we're looking for, though, is just general thoughts. Like, did you like Hannah? How did you feel about her?
I mean, okay, if I say anything, it was probably one of the more like unique experiences I've ever had on a date.
That's
Good.
awesome. It sounds like she put a lot of like thought and energy into planning the night for you two. Is that something new that?
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
that's for sure. I think a lot of energy was expended too, even on the date. I can give you that much. Yeah.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
you're talking about like the karate class was like you
Yeah.
expended energy.
Yeah, that would be it. I certainly something I've never experienced before.
That's cool though. I mean, what did you think when she came up with that idea? She said it was kind of a surprise.
Yeah, well, it absolutely was. And I'll say this, I thought for me it was like I don't mind surprises. It was just something that like what I was wearing too. I wear some like kind of nice pants. I couldn't do
Yeah.
karate. I can't do karate in those kind of clothes. It was. It was interesting.
Well, commend to
Okay.
you because I can see how people would even say no, not in a rude way, but like, I'm sorry, but that's kind of a big ask. Like, we just had dinner. I'm
You're
not
thinking of
dressed
yourself,
right.
huh?
Yeah, I'd probably be like, sorry.
Well,
I'll watch you do it.
I mean, this guy, you sound adventurous.
it sounds like you're talking a lot about the date and the activities. I want to know what you thought about Hannah
Oh, and
as a
Good
person.
question.
Yeah.
if you got to know who she is.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, she seems really nice, but personality-wise, I just don't know if we're compatible.
Mm.
Oh, no.
How do
Yeah,
you
to be
mean?
completely honest. Well, it was she. I mean, this is weird to me too. Is that like she put all this great idea and energy into this idea, and then
Yeah.
she kind of was a little like meek.
Me?
Just kind of shy. I guess I'd say like it's like it's not her fault. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying people like that have a problem or anything. It's just for me, not really what I go for. And then when I saw that,
Yeah. But listen, you've got a person, even if she's shy, she's going out on a limb, she's surprising you with a karate class. Like, maybe you just need to get to know her more to see, like, her fun, charismatic side.
Yeah.
what's that whole thing? You can't ask a zebra to change its stripes or something like that. And then I'm saying, I don't know. It just seems like she is.
Well,
I don't
what exactly
know.
are you looking for? Like,
Yeah.
what type of woman do you want? Loud,
Well,
obnoxious Brooke type?
Ooh.
Brooke goes,
Some
"Oh."
people do.
Yeah.
Some people
It
do.
works for some.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that typically I'm just more attracted to someone with a bit more of like an assertive personality,
Oh.
really.
Oh, okay.
But
Would
she's
be
the one that
Brooke.
planned the date.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
You know,
She's
that's,
assertive in her own
that's
way.
assertive.
There is
Yeah.
a saying that I like to draw upon sometimes. It's that I may not always win, but I never quit.
Oh, is this a Karate Kid thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, you're
okay.
close. No, I was like, wow,
That's for
brilliant.
ruining it, but I was going to segue seamlessly to tell you, you know who also doesn't quit? Hannah, who's on the other line right now,
Yeah.
wanting to
She's
talk to you.
aggressive.
What?
Yeah, you're
She's been there
damn right.
Yeah.
She's on the phone.
this whole
Yeah,
time?
Cobra Kai never dies, okay?
Cobra Kai never dies.
That's,
Oh.
that's a good saying. Is that legit?
It is.
Well,
and I think
I got-
it's really applicable here.
Sneaky move. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, we want you two to talk to each other.
Yeah, look how assertive she is.
I want to hear from Hannah, though. Hannah,
Okay.
what do you think about what you just heard?
I think that it's kind of ridiculous that you would judge me that fast because I
Yeah.
clearly have other sides to my personality. I just was showing the one thing first. I put myself out there. I can be assertive. Like, I can be bad.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sounds like he's not quite buying it yet.
I don't think you're really getting that. So just like don't confuse being nice with being weak.
Oh,
That's good.
a true
that's
statement.
Is that a
too.
quote? Because that's a good
Yeah,
quote.
Hannah, do you have any other examples of how you can be an assertive, powerful woman?
You know, like I might like this show for a reason, okay? Because I am a go-getter. I try to get what I want. I mean, I don't give up.
Yeah,
right.
there
Okay.
you go.
What are you thinking there?
So, I mean, are you saying that what you want is another date with me? Is that what you want?
Oh.
Hannah, strike first. Strike hard, no mercy.
Where are you getting those?
That's the Cobra Kai saying.
Did you look him up before we called him?
I'm on Google.
Listen, okay?
Okay.
Here's the thing. You're going to either be quiet and listen to me
Oh,
and just do it. And we're going to go out again because there's more there, or you're just going to be lame.
Oh, she got you,
Yeah.
Bird.
I don't even have to ask a question because she's
Yeah.
telling you that we're going to go out on a second
Yeah,
date.
you don't want to be lame, do you?
I mean, listen, I said to them that I wanted someone who was assertive, and this is kind of the peak assertiveness. So I'm down if you're down.
Okay.
Oh,
hey,
I didn't even offer to pay for it.
There we go.
No, she's gonna make him pay for it.
Yeah,
yeah.
you got money.
You're going to pay for it and you're going to like it, Mike.
I guess I have to now. I literally asked for someone to just tell me what to do.
All right.
Well, she made him laugh.
Oh,
I
man.
like this.
So it sounds like we're sending you guys out on another date.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Hannah. I'm glad you did this. Shoot.
Do you not have a Cobra Kai saying to close us out here?
No,
Yeah.
I was just going to end with the traditional bow and then we all kiss.
This is radio.
What?
And wait, they
There's
don't
no
kiss in
kissing.
karate?
There's kissing in the karate classes that I went to.
Mhm.
All
There
right.
we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody
look-
bow and pucker and 1, 2,
No,
3.
no kissing, Jeff.
Mwah.
Oh, hey.
Hannah,
She is assertive.
you're taking control of the situation. I like it, Hannah.
Wow.
Jeff is actually blushing.
Mike, you have your hands full with this tiger.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay. We've created a monster. Is it okay to do the same thing or the same activity twice in one date?
I guess it depends. I can't think of.
Yeah.
Brooke,
I can think of one
not
thing that
that
I want to do.
activity.
Someone has it.
Get your minds out of the gutter here. Come
let's
on.
do
There you
it.
go.
How about 3 times, Jeff?
No, I'm talking about going someplace or doing something in public.
So am I.
In public, Jeff,
we
you
could do
know.
Brooke.
I.
Because one of our listeners did something 3 separate times, not that,
Oh,
during their hangout.
good job.
But by the end, we finally heard the reason why they kept
Oh.
repeating the same activity, and it made total sense. You're going to hear it in a
Oh.
brand new second date update next. Brooke, I don't know how you feel about meeting guys at the gym.
The gym?
Yeah, are you worried
Ooh.
about that? Because it's usually like
What do you
pretty
mean?
loud in there, and you're
Sure.
sweating.
Yeah.
And we know, Brooke, that you don't wear deodorant. Or
Oh,
at least not
yeah.
deodorants that work. You like to do that organic stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, how else do you send your pheromones out into the
Oh.
world,
Oh,
Jeffrey?
God.
AKA hot guy deterrent.
Is that what that smell is when I go in the gym?
Yeah.
Pheromones?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It might not be the cutest look sometimes, but that's where one of our listeners, Vanessa, says she ended up meeting a guy over at her
Oh.
local gym.
Huh.
And it seems to work out okay for her until it didn't.
Nice.
Maybe I need
Well,
to get her deodorant brand.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Vanessa, what type of deodorant do you use?
I'm a Dove girl.
Oh.
Dove,
Oh.
that's a good one.
Is that okay for you, Brooke?
I like to go a little more natural.
Maybe just give it a
Yeah.
try.
I'm pretty sure Brooke just
Oh.
uses like mayonnaise and lemon juice.
Yeah.
Unless it's an actual dove, a live dove that she can rub underneath her arms.
It's like a
Maybe onto
cave.
something.
Yeah.
Once the dove is dead, it's time
Yeah.
to change it out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, thank you for the recommendation on the deodorant, but let's focus
Yeah.
on your love life here. Tell us about the guy that you met when you were at the gym.
Totally. So I was working out the other day, across the room. I kind of saw this guy. He was cute, of course, in really good shape. And I kept glancing, but I was trying not to make it obvious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I mean, it can be so awkward if you get caught staring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what like
Yeah.
side you are, a guy or a girl.
I mean, nobody really likes that at the gym.
Or do they? I mean, some people are checking themselves out the whole time. I feel like
Right.
Yeah.
Those are the people that
Yeah.
are annoying.
Sometimes it's kind of like a confidence boost to notice somebody glancing at you, but
How'd you
Sure.
How'd you get his attention?
Well, it wasn't on purpose, but we kind of like locked eyes through the mirror, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. So in order to make it not be super awkward, since he knew now I was looking at him, I went over and I asked if he would spot me to do some squats.
Oh,
Whoa.
That's
Oh.
nice.
that's forward.
For
That's
squats.
The trip's risky because you can't tell who's single or not sometimes.
That's
like, you don't
true,
know.
but if you're just
Oh.
asking for a spot, you're just asking, like,
God.
hey, come and
On your
share my
spot.
space.
Did you get this guy's name during this whole encounter?
Yeah. His name is Alex.
Okay.
Okay.
Alex.
And how'd the spotting go?
Really well. Like he was supporting me and encouraging and just super nice and sweet.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Some good vibes.
So you were able to
Unless-
turn that into something else?
Well, yes. For the rest of the workouts, we kind of were just like near each other doing our own thing. And then we kind of finished around the same time. So when we were leaving, he asked if I wanted to go across the street and get some coffee.
He asked?
That's cute.
Yeah. And
Good.
I didn't have plans, so we went and got some coffee. And it just felt so like natural and comfortable. Like,
And it's so awesome to have like an impromptu date on that because
Yeah.
no one can cancel. You know, like
Yeah.
there's no lead up. It's just happening.
yeah.
What did you guys connect over besides working out?
Well, like our jobs are somewhat similar. We talked about family. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, we talked about everything, really.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
How long did you hang out
No,
for?
no one cares about any of that. Let's move on.
Okay. Kind of like to know.
Yeah, what happened after coffee? Was that the end of it?
It was not. So it was like a super nice day out, and I feel like neither of us wanted it to end. So we ended up going to the park and like walking around.
Oh, dang.
Oh, wait, a workout, then a walk? That sounds like such a
Yeah.
chore.
Jose's
Jose's so
nightmare.
tired.
Oh, my God. Can we just lay down?
You guys are in both in good shape at least.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
this time you're like dried sweaty,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, sweaty, dries,
Yeah.
and maybe sweaty.
It's a good
again.
point. Was there anything weird that was happening during this encounter, like at coffee or at the park?
No, the park was actually so fun. We were walking and I mentioned how I also do yoga, and I ended up showing him some yoga poses in the park.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
You
that
guys are
could
that
be a
fit
little-
couple in the park.
Yeah.
You little spandex looking great, doing
Yeah.
yoga poses.
Oh, God.
Did he like that?
He seemed to, because then we kind of finished our walk around the park, and he was like, I'm kind of a coffee addict. Do you want to go get another coffee?
What?
Oh, boy.
More coffee.
I mean, do you think at this point you should have like bowed out? Like the momentum's good. That's when you leave.
Leave him wanting more.
But we had more momentum.
Oh,
Oh,
what? You did a
but then
CrossFit class next?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's just the caffeine.
Yeah.
If you go to
Hitting.
coffee, he's going to be like, you want to go back to the gym now?
Is he just not very creative? Like,
Yes. Coffee park, gym, me, big bro.
how was second coffee?
Also amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
Lord.
Yeah, I've seen a pattern here. Okay.
You
When
want to
did
go
it-
look into some mirrors
When
together?
did the date end?
Or is he still there with you?
I mean, I hate to just put this out on the radio, but I ended up staying the night.
What?
Oh, so we
Whoa.
did it.
Wait,
Did you get
don't-
to shower at any point?
Yeah, I mean, there was some food, there was some shower. I couldn't have like
Good.
subsided totally on just coffee alone.
And I bet you guys stayed up late after all that coffee.
Brooke, don't make
Yeah,
it
another
weird.
workout
Come on
session.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you leave it?
Everything stayed awesome. Like he was really sweet the next morning. He walked me out. We ended up walking down the street to Starbucks and had our morning coffee together.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
was that the end of the date?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
Oh,
Oh,
Joe,
geez.
that
I'm
was like for all of us.
exhausted. It was like a whole relationship you
She's
guys
like,
went
then we
through.
went to a roastery.
Oh, God.
We
Okay.
did a whole week's worth in one day.
Oh, well,
yeah.
that's
And-
nice.
And you haven't heard anything.
Exactly. This is why now I have to call you. It's been a few days. Suddenly you were cold. So, like, I literally know nothing.
Well, this is a good thing. Sometimes one date can turn into a whole weekend. You know, it's a good thing if you were both on the same page. Who are we to say this is bad?
But sometimes hanging out too much, that's like the kiss of death.
Yeah.
I
Could
think
be.
so too.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's find out. Sit tight. We'll come back. We'll call Alex for you and try and get you your second date update right after this, okay?
Perfect. Thank you,
All
guys.
right, hold on. It's a date that started off amazing.
Ooh.
They locked eyes across a crowded gym,
Oh.
had an
Yes.
instant vibe going, and decided to hang out.
Okay.
But 14 hours and 200 cups of coffee later, they're not speaking to each other anymore.
Yeah.
Our listener, Vanessa, doesn't blame Brooke for that.
Good.
Why would she?
I do.
What?
Oh.
Why do you
I don't know. Just feels right.
Okay.
But
Listen.
we don't know what the reason is, actually, for why her date, Alex, isn't calling her back.
Maybe he just hasn't had his coffee yet, you know?
Or
It's
maybe
just-
he's finally asleep after 7 days of
Oh.
just coffee
You
You mean a
drinking.
caffeine coma?
Yes.
Maybe.
Possibly.
But it is odd because she ended up spending the night over at Alex's place.
And they went to coffee afterwards.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
usually if it's going to be weird and awkward, there's
It's
a
like-
reason that you have to go.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
That
leave. I
morning.
gotta get ready for work.
Yeah.
So we have a mystery on our hands. We're going to get to the bottom of it. How
Uh-huh.
are you feeling here, Vanessa? Do you need some coffee?
No,
No.
I am good. I'm
Okay.
confident. I'm ready for you guys to help.
What do you think it is?
Good.
Just any guesses before we call?
No, I really had so much fun. I just don't even know.
Okay.
I'm wondering what her coffee order is. Is it weird?
Oh,
You
that's
guys, she stayed the night and he took her out to coffee
True.
again the next morning.
Oh, maybe you were Big Spoon. And he
Oh.
didn't enjoy that.
He has
Some
a
guys love
preference.
it, some guys hate
Maybe
it.
he wanted to be stir stick.
That's a good coffee joke. Come on, guys.
Stick.
Give her a laugh. That was
That-
funny.
I don't
Thanks,
know-
Jose.
I don't know what that even means, but
I got it.
we're gonna, on that note, call Alex
So
for
dumb.
you and
Stir-stick.
try and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, us too, I think. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Alex?
No, this is Alan.
Alan.
Alan?
Oh,
Do you know Alex?
No, this is Alan. I'm pretty sure I know my name.
is that another radio show calling him? I'm gonna be so.
You didn't have a roommate named Alex or something? Or someone who shares his phone?
No. No, who is this?
Whoa.
Hey,
What's going on?
you were a radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Did we get the name wrong?
Wow.
I don't think so.
I thought
Repeated
we
it
heard
a few
right.
times.
She said it a bunch of
I
times.
don't know.
said
We
Alex.
get names wrong a lot.
Yeah, one of our listeners is a girl that says that she went on a date with you. Did you go out with someone recently that you met at a gym?
I'm pretty sure I know you're talking about Vanessa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is the right guy.
Oh, no. Did she get your name wrong?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the day was going great, but she just kept calling me all these different names. She called me Andrew. She called me Andy.
Oh.
She called me Alan at one point. She got my name right at one point.
By accident.
Yeah, and then she called me Aaron like a second later.
Oh.
I don't get it, though. It sounds like you're mad at her, but, I mean, this is the woman that stayed the night at your house, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Like, I kept taking us to Starbucks because they would call my name out. Like, I was trying to get her to.
Oh, my God.
Brilliant, bro.
Wait, she
Dude.
mentioned going to the coffee shop a bunch of times during your date, but she
Yeah.
said it's because you were a coffee addict.
Yeah,
That's
you
what you
love
told her.
I was just trying to be subtle, and this is my name. Like,
Oh, my God. So
Oh,
you
my
were only
God.
taking her so that the barista would call out your name, Alan.
yeah, like they're yelling my name over and
Oh,
over.
that is so uncomfortable. Why didn't
Oh,
you
no.
tell? Why weren't you just more direct or like?
I did correct her, but
What?
after the second time of correcting her, I just thought Starbucks would fix it. Like,
But you corrected her twice.
Of course.
What did
Yeah.
she say when you
Man.
told her that's not my name? My name's Alan.
she just smiled and said, "Okay."
Oh, she wasn't even embarrassed. I would have
Just
been
had
mortified.
hearts in her eyes looking at him like,
Oh.
whatever you say,
Sure, Alakazam.
Amos.
Was she like?
I was ready to suggest like tattoos that we could get of each of our names.
my God.
But you know, I'm willing to bet that if we talk to her randomly right now, that she would get your name right.
I hope.
Randomly?
And we should put it to the test because she's randomly on the phone right
Oh,
now,
look at
Weird.
that.
listening and wanting to talk to you, Alan.
Oh.
Hi.
I don't. Hi. I don't really know what to say.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I listened to your whole thing. I just kind of have a bad memory sometimes. Like if I'm wrapped up in the moment, I don't pay attention to the details.
Oh, you're just awful with names.
I get that for a moment, but for a 14-hour date, it's a little longer than a
exactly.
little more
moment.
than a detail.
It's true.
You know, details
Yeah,
is like what color shirt he's wearing,
Yeah.
not what his name
Yeah.
is.
But like just because we're in Starbucks, I mean, I'm not like staring at his cup to see what was written or we're talking, having fun. I'm not listening to hear what his name is when they call it out.
Huh.
Okay. We're still waiting for that. I'm
Huh.
sorry for
Yeah.
getting your name wrong.
I mean, she
if
started
you
with
want to throw
that.
that in there, that's okay.
Alan, I am so sorry. I feel foolish.
Yeah.
I was having so much fun though.
Look, I
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it was just very awkward. You couldn't remember. I don't know. Why can't you remember my name? Why is it so hard?
Alan is a pretty common name. Like, it doesn't stand out.
Oh.
Like, you know?
It's my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I mean, maybe we can blame whoever named you a little bit. They could have been a little more creative.
The parents.
wow.
Alan, is it your mom or your dad that we should assign blame
Please don't
to
tell me
here?
you're named after your grandpa or
He's
something.
gonna.
bro.
There's no way you're an Allen without being a junior or a second or something.
I feel like I would have remembered it better if you were like Felix or Spud, like just something that really kind of stands out.
Spud?
Spud.
Wait, Spud like a nickname, like a potato?
Like a tater?
See, you remember. You can do that association. It stands out.
So you.
I guess she has a point.
Well, I mean, that could be a positive. Maybe you could come up with a cute pet name for him.
Oh, good idea, bro.
And then you never have to call him Alan.
I'll call him Bean, like Coffee Bean.
My name is Alan. I just like to be called that.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's not working for you, is it?
No for any of us.
my uncle's name was Alan, and he went by Lan, like the second half of Alan. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
a good
I'm
one.
not.
You could go like A-Train or something like that if you really want to flex.
Yeah, atrium.
A to the double L, A-N.
Okay, no, let's not.
All right, sorry,
No,
it's spun off the roof.
I don't like any of these ideas.
Okay,
And maybe it's only
sorry.
one
You
L.
just want to be Alan.
Yeah.
I'll give you this, right? If you can spell my name right now, then I will go out with you again.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
is that a challenge to
First
Vanessa?
a memory test.
It's a good point. Like at this point, she's seen it written out 3 times at 3 different Starbucks
Exactly.
stores.
I mean, and all you can really screw up is the L's on this one.
I don't know.
Well, no.
Nowadays,
It's
you
a
can have a
lot.
yeah,
Y
there's
in there.
EN, there's
Oh,
AN.
yeah, I
It
guess
You
could
want
be
me
you're
to
right.
spell your name? Like I said, I wasn't staring at the coffee cups the whole time. I was staring at you.
Oh, maybe if she could just tell you what your eye color is, it could prove that she really was paying attention.
Oh.
No, we're not changing the test. You have to spell my
Oh.
name.
Okay, well, this
Oh,
should
man.
It's
be.
a good opportunity for you, Vanessa. If you get his name spelled correctly,
Yes.
then we will send you guys out on
Ooh.
a date and pay for it.
Do we have one of those like game show timers to put on?
Yeah, I feel like I'm on Jeopardy.
Just go with
If you
your
really
gut.
want him,
If
you're
it-
gonna spell it.
If it's meant to be.
This is like the best spelling bee championship ever.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, deep breath. I'm going to go with Allan.
Ooh, risky.
Oh, is it
Okay.
Aaron E?
Risky.
Is it an A or an E?
I feel like it's
Alan?
only one L when there's an A, but the two
Alana?
L's with an E.
Was it right?
No, there's only one L.
Ah!
Oh,
my God.
Oh,
Darn
man.
it.
Well, Vanessa.
Okay.
You said I was cute and you had a good time. We cannot ruin the whole thing just based on this mistake I'm making.
She does have a point there, bro.
And
Other than that, there was nothing crazy that happened, right? That
It's
you,
pretty crazy.
There's
But
no like red flag.
Or like crazy good.
yeah. I mean, you liked her so much you gave her one last shot at the coffee shop.
Can't go back on the test, okay?
Aw.
I'll give you one more shot.
What?
One more chance to spell it.
You just told me.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, this should be easy. Go ahead.
There you go.
It's just a layup right now.
I wasn't really listening to how you spelled it in the end. I was just listening to your voice.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Okay, well, just
Just do it. Spell
just
it.
spell it different than the way you did the first time.
Yes.
Okay, I'll change from what I did. I'm going to go with
What?
Allen.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, he literally said
That's actually worse than the first time.
I got it wrong again? How is this even possible?
We don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
You don't pay
wow.
attention.
I think
God,
it's safe
if
to
only
say.
he went by Al.
Yeah. I've learned that women really like to come to their dates prepared. And they'll bring
Yeah.
items with them, like in their purse, that they might need.
What do you
in the
mean, like
night.
a lipstick?
Yeah,
or-
like a little compact mirror.
Yeah, sure.
Some cleansing wipes, like a car jack, and a
What?
spare tire in there.
It fits.
Yeah, you never
Yeah,
know what you could need.
Uh-huh.
But recently, one of our listeners showed up to her date and brought something along in her bag that nobody expected. And it immediately became the focus of the entire hangout.
Whoa.
Really?
And it wasn't like a pet or a child or anything like that, but it definitely was an odd item to take with you on a date.
Ooh,
You're-
plated nachos?
You're going to find
Ooh.
out what it was in your brand new second date update next. We got an email that was kind of vague from a guy named
Ooh.
Adam who says he went on a Sunday patio date. It lasted a little over an hour.
Okay.
They did not leave at the same time, and she ran out.
Oh,
Ran.
Whoa.
that's not a good sign.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not sure what that all means. That's all I know. But it leads me to conclude that he probably flashed her at the end of the meal, and
my
that's what caused her to
gosh.
run.
I was thinking she had food poisoning.
Well, I only say that because that's what happened to me 3 times.
Someone flashed you?
Are you
No, I'm
flashed?
sorry. I mean, I did that to other people 3 times, and they ran out.
Yeah,
How
that's
have
the
you-
appropriate response, Jeff.
So
Have you
when-
been arrested yet?
No,
or-
I'm very
Huh.
fast. So,
Interesting.
Adam,
And it's too small. to
Yeah.
Adam, am I close with my guess there?
No.
see. Good. That is the right answer, Adam.
I'm glad you're direct with that, Adam.
Okay. Well, you tell me the story then. Let's start at the beginning. What's this girl's name?
Her name's Jessica.
Okay. You guys met on a dating app, I'm just assuming?
Yes, we met on Tinder.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. What else do you assume, Brooke?
I don't know, that it was his idea to go on a patio date?
Is that
And
right?
by patio, I'm guessing you mean like at a restaurant, right?
Yeah, we met at a restaurant. It was a Sunday. It was like close to noon.
Brunch?
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
called brunch.
Oh my God,
Brunch on
close
the
to
Lord's
noon.
Day.
Yes.
No, we didn't do brunch. We did beer and pizza, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. That's early. Early
Okay.
beer
It's
and
noon,
pizza.
right?
Yeah.
That's not early.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's good.
Okay. Tell us all about it. How did it go?
I'm not quite sure because
Well, that's not good.
yeah, I need your guys' opinion on this because I was talking with my roommate about it, and he thinks it was a scam.
What?
A scam.
Yeah,
You were scamming her or she was scamming you?
she was scamming me.
Okay, wait.
Wow.
So start from the beginning. Did everything seem normal when you showed up to the date?
Yeah, everything seemed fine. I showed up, I was there first, and then she came in, and I recognized her immediately.
Okay, so she looks like her picture.
Yeah, she actually looked better than her picture.
Oh,
Wow, good.
Yeah, so when she walked in, I noticed she was carrying a laptop bag.
okay.
Okay.
Maybe she was going later to work or something.
Well, hang on to that because it comes back in a little bit later. So I give her a hug, and we sit down and order our food and our beer, and we're having sort of like normal small talk conversation, like the getting to know you out of the way.
Mhm.
Okay.
What do you do for work? What's your social security number? All the usual.
Well, on my profile, it says I work in IT, and she brought that up. She goes, well, you work in IT, right? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, I have my laptop here,
No.
and I've been having problems.
No.
Oh, no.
What's wrong with that?
She's like finding dates on Tinder to fix things. You think that that's what she was doing?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, because
Really?
like we're sitting there talking the entire time and we're still getting to know each other.
While you're working on her computer at this point?
Yeah. For basically like the next hour I was working on her computer while we were talking.
Okay, so you
Bro.
were used.
But you were drinking,
No.
right?
No,
No.
it's 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if during the date he said IT, they talk about it, and she's like, oh my God, my computer at home.
I'll bring it next time.
Totally.
Mhm.
This is, she shows up expecting him to do something.
Brooke, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions here until I hear the very end of this.
Okay.
Sometimes
all right.
things just work out
well,
in
you,
the way
you
that
told
they do.
us she ran away right at the beginning, so
And your friends think you're being scammed.
How did that happen?
It's like,
Did she
it's
leave her
pretty stacked
computer
against
when
you,
she
Jeff.
ran away? We don't know all the details.
Yeah,
Yeah, well-
keep going.
Well, no. So I finished working on her computer and I got it to work like a little bit, but I told her, I was like, it's not quite fixed 100%. You can probably do some things on it, but you should go get it looked at by somebody else.
okay.
Okay.
And so I gave it back to her and then she put it back in her bag. And then she just said she had to leave. She said, I got to go. I got to head out. She was like in a hurry and it looked like she was busy or something. And the way I'm looking at it is just maybe she didn't plan on spending the entire hour there. Maybe she had other plans going on.
Oh, like you held her up staying on her computer too long.
That's kind of the way that I feel is that I was keeping her occupied.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
can see that, especially if you thought it was going to be a
Oh,
5-10 minute thing.
You
But-
sound super kind and nice. I will say that.
Absolutely. But there's some unanswered questions here, like who ate the pizza and who drank the beer?
That's a
I
good
mean-
point.
I got like one piece.
Okay. And who paid for it?
I did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How many beers
Okay.
did you drink?
I didn't drink any.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you
man.
had no beer.
A sober pizza date that you paid for?
And you want to call her back?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's a
sounds-
good question, Alexis. Why? Why would you want to get a hold of her again?
Well, I talked to my roommate about this, and he sort of put this bug in my ear that it's a scam, and I don't think it is, but I need confirmation.
Okay.
Okay, so even if you can't get a date, you just want really like what's the main reason?
Yeah.
The truth.
Yeah, I hear that you guys do this all the time, and if you can get something out of her, that would answer my question, and then I can go on with my life.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And, maybe it's not a scam. Maybe we're being cynical. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you're just really ugly.
What?
Well, I'm giving other reasons.
What?
Yeah.
Like she's
No.
just not interested? No?
No,
Okay,
not
let's
that.
just go back to this.
Yeah.
Let's go with something a little
ouch.
kinder, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm not ugly. I'm a decent-looking dude.
There you go.
Eliminated that
There you
already.
go.
See, we're getting to the bottom of it.
That is what unattractive people do say about
Oh, no, Jeffrey!
But I believe it, man.
You know, I've seen your pictures online, and I really can't say the same thing.
Very true, very true.
At least
brother.
we agree on that. So,
Absolutely. I'm very ugly.
how about we take a quick break, and then when we come back, this whole room full of uggos will call your date.
Yeah.
And we'll try and get you another, or at least a concrete answer
Yeah.
on
Yes.
what's really going on when we do your second date update next. Would a woman ever try to purposefully take advantage of a man's kindness?
No, Jeff.
By
Never.
pretending to be interested in him
No.
just to use him for something?
Jeff, that sounds awful.
No, it sounds great.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine.
great.
No,
Wow.
I'm kidding. It's not very
Oh,
nice.
my
It's not
gosh.
very nice.
I need
The
to know
truth
where
comes
everybody
out.
stands in this room. Because
Yeah.
Alexis, it sounds like you're pretty sure this was a scam from the very beginning.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. You seem pretty convinced too, Brooke. Why is it? Why do you think you're so sure that this is all like a setup?
Because she called and found out how much it was going to cost to get it fixed at a shop. And so she's like, I
That's
got a
kinda
better
smart.
idea. I
It
mean, he
is.
advertised that he was IT on his dating profile.
So anyone that's like being financially savvy, that's immediately
Well, no, car people
a
are
bad
good
thing.
too to scam.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
the people that work at
You guys are the scam experts over
So
there.
I just think I don't endorse what she did. I think it sucks, but I think that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Well, the whole thing that happened, if you missed it, is our listener Adam met Jessica on Tinder, and they had a patio beer and pizza date thing planned where ultimately he ended up just fixing her laptop the entire time because she
He
brought
did-
it along with her.
He didn't even get a beer. Like, she didn't even buy him a beer
Yeah,
for
he
fixing her
He
laptop
got a slice of pizza.
that he paid for.
And
Yeah.
got the laptop working. Then she grabbed it and said how sweet he was really quick before running off.
Oh, man.
So we're going to find out what's really going on here. Adam, how are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling okay. I just want to make sure if it was a scam, like why did she do this?
Well,
Okay.
and it'd be good for you to know so you could prevent it in the future.
Right.
Right. But if she does like me,
Mhm.
I would like to see her again and not have to fix her laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
that
think
was an
that's
hour
nice.
wasted. You guys could have been talking.
Maybe you
know
could set
each
up her
other.
smart speakers
Yeah, I
in her
feel
house.
like she's gonna have other
Yeah.
broken items.
Okay, well, I'm hopeful for you, even if nobody else in
That's
the room is.
sweet.
Okay,
I'm
Adam?
hopeful, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
not.
you. Yeah, let's put some positive vibes up.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
you
do
got
it.
this.
Let's give her a call. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, we're looking for Jessica.
Yeah, this is Jessica.
Oh.
Hey, Jessica. You're on a morning radio show right now called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
there's a whole room full of us here, and we're really hoping that you can help us solve kind of a little mystery that's going
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Because the other day, you went out on a date with one of our listeners named Adam.
Oh. Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. What do you
That's
mean?
not good.
When you said mystery, I thought this was going to be something else. I didn't think this would involve me.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. You're in the center of this mystery.
Yeah, well, the reason why it involves you is because Adam told us about the day that you two hung out. And from what we heard, it did sound a little bit sketchy about how things played out.
No.
Is that fair to say?
Did he tell you about it? What is this?
He did tell us.
Yeah.
This is called the
Yeah.
second date update. So the
And-
details that we heard were that you met up for some pizza and beer at this patio thing
Yeah.
and that you asked him to fix your laptop.
And he was so earnest. Like, he just is real hopeful that you really were interested in him. He sounds really nice and kind.
Mhm.
So it would really help him get some closure because he's been really bothered by what happened. He hasn't
Yeah.
heard from you at all since then.
Right. And you just, like, left.
I don't really want to say, but if I'm being 100% honest,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I got food poisoning.
Really?
From
oh
when?
my God.
From one.
Come on.
Brooke was right.
Get
Wait,
outta
what do
here.
you mean, come on, you predicted
What?
that.
You're
What's wrong with
saying
that?
literally within 2 bites of a food, you get food poisoning.
She ate the whole pizza.
Hold on. Hey, food poisoning could have been from the night before, guys.
Yeah,
It
wait,
doesn't have to
sorry.
be the
What
pizza.
what happened?
So, yeah, I'm serious, actually. We just went out 2 days ago. So
Oh, that's pretty quick.
Okay.
I literally have been in bed since then. And yeah, I kind of ate a lot of pizza. So I was feeling sick from that. And
Hold on. Are you just saying this because Jeffrey said, I mean, like you opened it up, Jeffrey, you said, well, what happened sounded kind of sketchy. Like, I understand if you're defensive right now, but were you just looking for somebody to fix your laptop?
Oh, that was an excuse she had ready.
I know it sounds like I'm lying. And honestly, if I heard him describe the date, I'm sure it would sound like I scammed him or something, but I'm not lying.
But here's the thing. Like, you didn't even thank him for fixing your laptop. You didn't.
Yeah, the bringing the laptop to the date was the part that was a little bit strange.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't bring my laptop a lot of places.
I was coming home from work, so I had my laptop with
On
me.
Sunday morning?
Yeah, I work on weekends.
Oh.
Okay, sorry, we're not
Wow.
used to that.
Brooke, she showed you.
She works overnights
all
on,
by noon.
on her laptop.
Yeah, people have different work schedules. That's allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff.
Okay. What else, Jessica?
Well, so yeah, I was coming from work. I had my laptop with me. We were chatting. I told him that I lost a bunch of work materials suddenly, and I didn't know what was up. And he offered to help. He was very nice. He was very selfless, and I actually would like to see him again. So,
you would.
You would. This is a big relief to us, but it's probably especially a huge relief to Adam, who I need to tell you, Jessica, has been listening on the other line this entire time.
Hey, I just want everybody to know that I told you I didn't think it was a scam, and I'm just glad that it's not a scam.
Yeah.
You believe all of this?
You got it, bro. You were right.
And-
Don't listen to the haters, man.
And Brooke,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need to let up on her
Thank
a
you.
little
Yeah,
bit.
Brooke. Don't you
Yeah,
feel
Brooke.
bad?
I
We
don't.
love
Don't you?
love.
You don't feel guilty
I
at all?
don't. Jessica, it's just still hard to believe.
you know, it's,
Well, whoa, Brooke, hang on there, all right? Just take it easy. You're spewing a lot of negativity over there, and we don't need that kind of negativity over the
Yeah,
airwaves.
it's pretty par for the course.
And
if
she's
you-
laughing and
listen.
snorting.
Oh, yeah, she's-
I think it's
loving it.
sweet. You know what? If you like it, Adam, and that's the excuse that you like,
Wow,
then Jessica,
very-
that's great, right?
If you like it, if
Yeah.
you're into that, they're very
Excuse.
patronizing, Brooke.
I mean, someone's gonna fall for the scam.
Yeah,
Like,
look,
so there's gotta be a reason.
Jessica, I don't normally throw my co-host under the bus on this show.
You do,
do.
actually.
You do
But
every day.
She was 100% certain that you were a terrible person looking to take advantage of a nice man for his kindness. Kind of a takes one to know one sort of situation. She
Jessica,
recognized evil right away.
Now you're
did it.
embellishing.
That was
Jeff.
what she said.
Jessica.
you know what? It's people like you, actually, who make rushed judgments like that make the world a worse place.
Okay.
Oh, Brooke, now you're
100%
Okay.
preach,
World
Jessica.
So like, does that check out for you, Adam, that she works till Sunday around
Well,
1
she's laughing at you. Do you hear her laughing at
on
you
her
while she
laptop?
talks to
She
you?
got off work at 7 a.m. and went right
But
to the
her
date,
work
Brooke.
laptop doesn't have a work IT to help fix her work laptop.
Well, I didn't think of that.
Adam, can you believe that you called into this group of people for help and now they're bashing you and your potential future
I'm
love?
asking
The opposite of Cupid, 'cause that's Brooke and Alexis.
Adam, I'm asking if that all checks out for you.
You know what doesn't check out for me is the shame that you're bringing to this show right now.
See?
Well said, Adam.
This is why I can't stand up for men. I'm trying to protect you, Adam, to shield you
Now,
from being
oh my
taken
God.
advantage again.
By calling his woman a terrible person?
I am a good person, and he is a good person, and I don't know who made you like this, but you cannot stop us from being together.
Who made you like
Stop
this?
them.
Do you know what?
You have sweet parents. How did you turn out like
that
this?
means you're so excited for the next date, right?
She said that.
Yeah, you know what? I am excited about it, as long as you're not involved in it.
Okay.
Oh, see?
Well,
Okay.
in that case, let's really rub it in Brooke's face and
Oh,
send
yeah.
the two of you out on a second date. You guys can
Oh,
take
yeah.
a photo together and we'll post it on the Brooke and Jeffrey website.
Ooh.
Over Brooke's face on the
Over
website.
Brooke's face.
She hates love. Notoriously not a fan of couples getting together.
Talking about.
And honesty, apparently. She hates honesty,
What do you
too.
say, Jessica? Let's stick it to Brooke. Say yes.
Yes.
I feel like you guys are going to end up in a 30-year marriage just to spite me.
Just to spite you, Brooke.
As long as Adam also agrees to go on this date. Adam, you still in?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, sometimes all it takes is a common enemy. And if that's what I need to be.
Yeah. Alexis, if an older guy asked you to spend an entire night with him in a public park, busting underage teenagers,
What?
would you think that sounds hot or soups hot?
Do the teenagers have something I'd want, maybe, that
Yeah,
we're busting
some-
them for?
I'm
Yeah.
sure they're drinking White Claw. I'm
Okay,
sure.
then, we're going to go soup hot.
Soups hot on that one. That,
Yeah.
that pays
Yeah.
out. Because that's exactly how one of our listeners spent his impromptu hangout. And even though they were together till the sun came up the next day,
Whoa.
he's still not getting a call back.
Dang.
Is it possible to hang out with someone so long in one night that you get sick of them already?
I think yes.
Well,
You run out of claws.
Uh-huh.
that's true. We're going to find out, though, if that's the case when we do your brand new second date update
Nice.
next. If you're looking for the 3 hottest places to meet eligible singles right now,
Oh, Jose's taking notes.
number
Yeah.
1 is your local Civil War reenactment.
Hey, okay.
Are they widows? I mean, I think it's typically old.
Also, does it matter
People-
which sides they're fighting on?
No,
Okay.
things get spicy
It
out on the
matters.
battlefield.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the Suds and Studs charity car wash fundraiser.
Hey, let's go, ladies.
What?
$5 gets you more than just a clean wash. And number 3, any high school graduation party.
Ew, bro.
Jeffrey!
No,
Why are you
I'm not saying you're
ruining it?
meeting the graduates there. I'm saying, like, I mean, though, let's be honest, most of them are legal by that point. I mean, the other
would you
people
say that?
at the party, the friends of family.
Or like the chaperones.
The families of the friends.
Okay, listen, they're
Okay.
probably related to you. I mean, like,
Even
I know
better
you make
for you,
fun of
Brooke.
me.
I know,
but
that should
I
be a
don't-
perk. Because that's where one of our listeners, Robert, met a lovely lady recently. So let's talk to him about it. Robert, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Did you meet a grown person?
And do we say congrats, grad?
Yeah.
I did meet an actual grown person at this party. It was my frat brother's daughter's high school graduation. So perfect place to pick up a woman, you know?
Okay.
Is it?
Is that the
Daughters.
perfect?
I don't think.
Let's
I've
not-
never heard that saying before.
Me either, bro.
There's a first time for everything. What's this lovely woman's name?
Her name's Charlotte.
Okay.
Aw,
I just-
Robert and Charlotte.
No,
So
I-
your couple's name would be Roblet or Sharbert.
Yeah, I hope it ends with Charbert.
All right, let's get Sharbert rolling.
Hey.
Why was Charlotte there?
She was friends with my buddy's wife.
Oh, okay.
And I guess she just wanted to have some extra friends there, so she invited her.
Extra
Okay.
friends there.
We've all tagged along with a friend to
Hey.
some
probably
kid's
know
graduation
you, Brad.
party.
Can you come and make my kid look popular? They're just
I brought
so
enough friends to
cool.
grad parties if there's like an open bar. You
Yeah.
bring randoms, you know?
So how did you and Charlotte come to be?
And we were just hanging out by the cooler, and I realized we were hitting it off. We were talking for a little bit. Actually, I noticed that there was going to be a little bit of an ice shortage. There's a lot of people drinking limeritas and everything.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Okay. A lot of high schoolers sneaking them, probably.
No comment.
Yeah.
So, I noticed that there was an ice shortage, and I told Charlotte, like, hey, do you mind coming with a ride, grab some bags of ice with me? She came.
Oh, that's actually smooth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because then you get a little alone time with her. Like, were you guys able to connect?
Oh, yeah, we definitely connected.
Oh,
Hey,
Wow.
that
dog.
sounds like, were you making out in a car somewhere, sir?
Yeah.
No. We didn't start then. Like, we were still feeling each other out. It was like one of those parties that starts at 2:00, so nothing got crazy that early.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
We got the ice and brought it back. I made sure that the situation was taken care of. Thank God I did, because they ran out of ice almost immediately by the time we got back,
Oh,
and the party would have been over. But we
Yeah.
saved the party.
you're clutch.
You guys are the heroes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? We made everyone feel good. She was impressed with my knowledge of ice.
Oh,
What?
what
It's
kind
like
of knowledge
those
you got?
circular cubes, way better than those little square ones.
It's important to know how many people are coming to your party, because you need to know the correct people to ice ratio.
Oh.
Those are the long form math questions that would have served us a lot better in life.
Yeah.
Screw how fast the train is going.
Thank God she had you there to help calculate that. So how long did the party last?
So it's like with that type of party that would only go to like 5.
Yeah.
But things got crazy and it went all the way to like 12 o'clock at night.
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
I love when
I
the
know.
parties, like for grads, are actually really the parties for parents.
Yeah.
You know, like we did it.
Yay.
No wonder you needed so much ice. Jeez.
Yeah.
Were you and her together all night?
We were hanging out. I tried to mingle a little bit, but I kept coming back to her because we were really hitting it off. And then apparently now, I don't know what's the deal with these high school kids, but they have these parties that they'll bring chaperones to, like adult chaperones. So they were all headed to this park by us, and they wanted some chaperones.
Okay.
So I thought, why the heck not? Why don't we go?
I guess I remember that they would do like all-nighters at my high school where like you would go to a bowling alley and you literally were there all night and it was like school sponsored. The idea was to like make sure that kids weren't out,
night
doing
Yeah,
drugs.
grad
and-
night did
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, that doesn't sound very fun.
Okay, sorry.
So was it an all-nighter situation?
Yeah, so we went to this park and we chaperoned the party, and we ended up going till 5 a.m.
Dang.
Oh, my God.
That's so cool. Was it fun or was it annoying?
Yeah.
It was fun because Charlotte and I had some alone time while we were making sure the kids were behaving and everything. But I'm not going to lie, I had to crack down on some of the kids because I saw that all the kids were huddled around this one red Ford Taurus. It turned out someone brought in a pony keg, but I busted them. I had to break up the fun, but...
Oh, no.
Yeah, but then does that mean that you confiscated the pony keg and you and Charlotte got to drink it?
No comment.
Oh, my God. Okay. Well, this sounds like a pretty fun night for you and Charlotte.
Yeah, dang. I mean, that is a lot of time with a person.
I know, but like, you know what? The conversation just kept coming easy. It wasn't really difficult to talk to her. You know what? It felt like we had a real connection.
Nice.
How did you two leave it?
So at the end of the night, when everything was winding down, I drove her back to her car and we made out before she got out of the car. So things went pretty well.
Yeah, she's just like delirious with sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds shocking that she wouldn't be getting back to you. Are you not hearing from her at all?
No, I've texted her back a few times and she keeps saying, I need to check my schedule. But now it's been 2 weeks, so now I'm feeling like she's just playing games,
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully she didn't meet a younger man at
Oh,
the graduation party.
Oh, gosh.
If any of them are college bound, I know.
Or she's like, you took my keg away.
Well, we'll find out when we come back. We will call Charlotte for you and try to turn you into officially Charbert when we do your second date update right after this.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us for the second date update, we're talking to the chaperone of an all-night high school graduation party.
Yeah.
And he's available for hire, ladies, if the second date doesn't work out well. So he'll chaperone your kid's birthday party, their winter formal.
I think it was a one-time thing, Jeff.
And the best part, he won't forget the ice.
Never.
Enough for the entire party all night long.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what Robert brings to the table, and it's how he met Charlotte the other night. Now, after their awesome evening together, she's not responding to his texts anymore, so we're going to find out what's up. Or as the kids would say, sup, fam.
Oh, you are so disconnected.
That's what they say. Robert,
Sounds better.
isn't that what the kids say at the party?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said that at the party.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert.
I guarantee you Jeff Googled that.
I asked Jeeves did.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. Jeeves knows.
I think the important part is, like, she made out with you after spending, God, you guys were together for almost 12 hours. Bad math.
Yeah, it was
Over
like
12
15
hours. Yeah.
2
That's a lot of
p.m. to
time.
5 a.m.
Yeah, I had a whole day with her. It was like 2 dates rolled into one.
That's
Yeah,
a good point,
for
dude.
sure.
You really get to know someone.
I think this is going to be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gotta be
she has
something
some pretty awesome excuse to turn you down like this. So let's give her a call. We'll see if she answers and try and get you your second date update, okay?
All right, great.
All right. Wish me luck.
You?
I wish you luck.
Yeah, wish me luck.
No, it's
No,
him
we
that
wish
needs the
him
luck.
Well, I feel like I could use the luck too, but
Well,
fine.
yeah.
I'll wish you luck if you wish me luck.
All right. I
On
wish you
3.
luck.
This is going to go
Good
on
luck.
forever.
Okay. Let's
We're
just
in the
call.
luck circle. Can we
All
please
right.
get out?
Out of luck. Let's just go.
Please leave your message for
Mm,
57.
Oh, Charlotte, come on now.
You really scared her off, bro.
I know. You guys need the luck.
You try one more time?
Hello,
Hey, is this Charlotte?
this is Mathis calling.
Yes, you may. We're a radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
Hi. How can I help you guys?
We're doing a segment called the Second Date Update, and we're looking to pry a little bit into your dating life.
My dating life.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember?
She dropped
Did
the
you,
phone.
did you hang up?
Did you drop the phone, Charlotte?
Are you like from Match.com? I canceled that already.
No, we're
That would be amazing.
No.
Just groups of people from Match.com calling to beg for you to re-sign up.
We're much less reputable than Match.com. We're a morning radio show, but we do this thing where we try and help out our listeners after they've gone out with someone and they're not getting a second date. We try and figure out why that's not happening.
And yours, I guess, wasn't an official date. You know, like it was more of a really, really, really long hangout.
Who are we talking about here?
We're talking about a guy named Robert that you chaperoned a high school graduation party with.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I heard you sighed now.
What'd you think about him?
I mean, he's a lot of fun, I guess. He was a nice guy.
I guess.
Yeah.
Why, I guess.
Knows his way around a bag of ice.
I mean, he was getting along with the kids really well.
Okay.
That's good. That's pretty
I mean-
attractive, right?
A little too well, maybe. It's like he just was laughing and joking with them. They're having a good time. And they're running around, I don't know. It's just weird.
Was he having them push him on the swing set, or what was going on?
My turn.
Yeah.
He had this like giant Band-Aid on his knee. And when I asked him, about it, he kind of like blew it off. He wouldn't really talk about it. So I just figured the more drinks he had and that he would tell me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because he did say that you guys were drinking, like you had confiscated a like pony keg or something for some of the high schoolers.
What's a pony keg? It's like a small.
It's a small one.
Okay.
Yeah, a little tiny guy.
Yeah, so he finally told me what was going on with it. And he said that he skinned his knee really bad while mooning people from a moving car.
Wait, what?
Did you say, wait, mooning people?
And he was laughing like he is right now.
Oh, like Jose?
I'm sorry. I've seen this before,
Wait.
and it does not look fun.
I don't get it. He was in a car. How do you skin your knee if you're in a car and you're dropping your pants
You
and
fall
showing people's
out,
butt?
or one of your friends pushes
doors
you out.
open?
My buddy tried this, and our other buddy pushed him out.
Pushed
the
him out
car.
of a moving car?
It was going like 5 miles an hour.
What?
It checks out that Jose is the one that relates to this.
Sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Wait, what?
What does that say to you?
Yeah, he's too immature.
Wait.
Oh, come on.
He was supposed to be chaperoning, but he was in the car mooning other high school students? Like, pretty sure that
You put on a list or something.
Or did this happen before the graduation?
Yeah, no, I guess this happened before because he already had the Band-Aid.
Oh. So he was doing it with his adult friends, and
He's-
told you at the high school party.
It felt like you were dating a high school kid in a grown man's body.
I hope they were adults.
Okay.
Okay,
He
yeah.
was with, yeah.
You're also
I could
questioning
see-
that.
Yeah.
see him with kids.
I don't know.
A different grad party.
It's good that he didn't want to tell you. At least that means he wasn't proud initially of
Okay.
it.
And I will say that my instance also happened in high school. It wasn't a
Yeah.
adult thing.
So, Charlotte, that's the main reason that you're not calling Robert back?
Yeah, I just don't want to date someone that's as childish as that. I mean, I'm perfectly good being friends with him. He is fun, and I did laugh, but it's not something I want
I don't think he wants to be friends with you, Charlotte.
Oh, no.
I mean, if he was really that childish, would he have been waiting quietly on the other line, wanting to talk to you?
A lot of self-restraint right there.
Yeah, that's a grown man move.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. I waited this whole time. I let her air her grievances, but I'm only hearing positives right now.
Okay.
Oh,
I mooned someone because I'm fun, and you know what?
Yeah.
You may want to say hi.
That's what she likes about me.
Yeah, I wasn't joking, Charlotte, when I said he is on the other line. He actually wants to
I
talk.
don't want that.
Also, if you think I'm childlike, I pay my car insurance all the time.
Hey, well, that's
Is that the only bill you
Hey,
pay?
we laugh, but Jeff didn't have car insurance.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a good
I did let mine laugh,
point.
so he's more of a man than me.
Yeah.
So, but you admit, Robert, that you actually mooned some people?
Yeah, you know what? Listen, mooning someone is like the moment strikes you, and you just got to take it sometimes.
I kind of see him on that one. I don't know. It's not malicious. It's just in good fun.
I mean, talk to Charlotte about it.
Charlotte, come on. You never done anything like silly to your friends or the prank?
No. He said he won a pervious mustache competition in Mexico.
Wait, there's a
pervious mustache.
It was college spring break, but it was last year when he did it. It's not his college.
Okay, so it wasn't his college.
He tagged on to somebody else's spring break.
That's
You were chaperoning that one too, Robert?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Those kids need someone older to watch out for them.
Okay, listen, Robert, it's going to be easy for you to win the pervious mustache contest when you're 20 years older than all the other contestants.
You can grow it however you want.
Flying to Cancun in spring break.
That was a legit competition. I even got a trophy, too. And let me tell you something. I had the best Fu Manchu there is.
Okay. I'm sure your parents are proud.
That's appropriate.
I mean, those are interesting things to bring up on a first hangout, Robert. Like, usually you want to talk about cool things you did, not...
Or adult things. I think you're kind of digging your own grave here, making you sound more and more childish.
But maybe he wants to get the point across that he's still fun just because he's in his 30s or 40s. I don't know how old you are.
I don't think she has any question that he's fun. It's just, is he grown up enough for her? She seems to want a more mature guy. Do you have any things that prove that you're mature?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm on Weight Watchers right now, like I'm trying to take care of myself,
Okay.
Not very often Weight Watchers is a selling point for why you should date me, but good for you, Robert.
Yeah, listen, it shows that I care about myself and I'm trying to take care of adult things.
And I hear Charlotte laughing. I mean, Charlotte, maybe you need a little bit more fun in your life.
I just worry about where our next date is going to be. Like, are we going to be cannonballing in the pool? I don't know.
That'd be fun.
The fact that you're even thinking about the possibility of a next date is a good sign.
There we go, Charlotte. Come on, give him another chance.
Yeah, we would love to send you on that next date and pay for bumpers at the bowling alley if you're willing to go out with him one more time. Charlotte, what do you think?
I would love to hang out with you as friends.
Oh, Charlotte, give him a chance.
Fine then.
Wait, what?
I just drove away from you and into the sunset. I'm going to find me a woman who likes to skinny dip and go do cannonballs.
Wow.
That's quite the combination.
All right, man. Well, Robert, if you're out of here, then I guess I am too, all right?
Oh, cool, Jeff. Watch out. Oh, Jeff.
Did you just crash your imaginary car?
I forgot how to drive.
Good thing you pay for insurance now.
I usually have a chaperone. At this point, I'm used to getting blamed for other people's problems.
Oh.
You are.
Like, Jeff, it's your fault our show is #1 right now.
You must feel so bad.
Dude, Jeff, you made me laugh so hard I wet myself in my Tesla.
Oh, look what you did.
Not the Tesla.
Jeff, you're so handsome. I only think of you when I make love to my wife.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Dad, but you're making this Father's Day phone call really awkward now. And I'm going to be honest, I don't feel bad about it.
Wow, you should about that last one.
I
That
don't.
shouldn't feel awful.
Don't feel any remorse. But I do think everyone in this room owes the guy on the phone an apology today. Because
Really?
he says he got inspiration for a first date just from listening to this show. And it backfired on him in the worst way possible.
Yikes.
Oh, boy.
It's all my fault again.
Yeah.
You're going to hear what happened in your brand new second date update next. One thing that we've learned doing thousands of these phone calls is trying harder on a date doesn't guarantee you're going to get good results.
No.
Sometimes guarantees you'll get bad.
Yeah.
Brooke's right.
Sometimes
Unfortunately.
trying is the key to failing.
Yeah.
And that's what one of our listeners, Jimmy, said happened the other night. He tried, and now he regrets ever doing that.
Oh,
Jimmy, welcome to Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, where dreams go to die. How you doing today?
Say it again, Jeff.
We're putting it on our website. Jimmy, welcome, man.
Thanks. Hopefully my dream doesn't die here. Give me a shot.
Okay.
I have faith in you, brother.
Yeah, I want to hear about your trying, Jimmy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like you went in with hopeful attitude on this date.
Who did you try for? What's her name?
Her name's Erica.
Okay.
She's really nice. She's super cute.
What about her made you want to try?
We just a lot of the things we were looking for happened to line up. I mean, obviously for me, it starts #1. Like, am I attracted to you or not? So there was that. And then all this stuff just happened to match up. So
You want to be attracted to the people that you date? Weird.
I know it's crazy.
Okay, if that's the strategy you want to go with, good luck.
Wow, so shallow.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, so what you said you tried, what does that mean? What did you do that was above and beyond?
So I kind of blame you guys. I listen to you guys and I hear all these stories of people like trying something different. Like, oh, we didn't just go to like dinner and a movie. We did this weird thing. We went like skydiving.
Do you ever listen to the end of those?
Yeah.
No, he probably turns us off after 2 minutes, like most people.
Yeah.
He's like, that sounds like a great idea.
Do you realize why they're calling us?
Yeah.
So what was your big creative idea for a date?
Okay, so first of all, we met at a food truck. And
Cute.
I was like, I got a surprise for you.
Oh.
So we walked a few blocks to a psychic.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you know if some people have some real strong opinions about this type of stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I just thought it would be a fun thing. My friend had gone to them, and they had a good time.
Okay.
I always want to walk in when I see those.
I think that they're more expensive than I want to pay, though.
But on a date, if he's paying.
What did the fortune teller do? Did they look in like a crystal ball, or did they open up like a fortune cookie and read it to you?
No. It was a tarot card thing. It was a tarot
card reading. Okay.
Like a lot of my lady friends are really into that too.
Yeah,
so I thought maybe it might be.
So what was her attitude when you told her about the surprise?
She was surprised. She was smiling and thought it was going to be fun, I thought. So,
but you say that
I had no reason to be concerned.
You say that it didn't work out for you. What happened?
Right. Well, okay. So they, reading the future, and like the big takeaway at the end was that Erica and I were going to be a really, really, really bad match.
Backfired.
Did Erica, what did she say?
She left.
She laughed?
She just agreed with the psychic?
It's hard not to believe those like a little. Like, I feel like.
I mean, sometimes those people also like sense something else that's going on.
Are you allowed to ask why? Like, are you allowed to say why? Why aren't we a good match?
Sounds good to me.
I wasn't particularly interested in like her
delving into it.
Did you offer to fight them?
No.
Jeff, I'm a great guy. I will beat you
What do
up
you mean
right
we're
now.
not a perfect match?
So wait, Erica just like dashed out?
No. She was not like, I'm leaving. And she was like laughing, and it was awkward. And she was like, I got to go outside.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, but I'm going to stay in here because I got to, like, I'm just going to try to get my money back, right?
Oh, is that what you did?
You get a refund on your fortune.
Wait.
Now it looks cheap.
It's a tarot card reading, not a wingman situation.
She knows I'm there on a date. Like, we're there to have a good time. And then, like, you're going to give me that? Like, you might as well say, like, oh, no, you better go home right now. Your dog's going to die.
Well, it's what this card
Reading your cards.
Yeah. Like, you needed to get the dishonest psychic down the road then.
Yours was too good.
How much I gotta pay you to tell this girl to sleep with me?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you guys said. I was like, what is this? She was like, sorry, the cards don't lie. And I'm like, maybe you could make them lie for this?
I mean, most people don't know tarot cards. You could tell me anything and be like, oh, this is the Joker, but it's upside down.
Well, they always going
So
like,
that
this is the
means-
13th moon of Geneva. And it's like, I don't know what that means.
Come on.
Cool.
It sounds like Erica was laughing. Like, it doesn't sound like she was actually upset
But
about
it sounds like she stormed out of the
She
building.
did it. He said she was laughing. She said, I'll meet you outside.
Did you meet up with her after that?
Yeah. She actually came back in to get me out of there.
Oh, so she was not happy.
Oh, wait, so you were arguing with the psychic over money, and then Erica had to come back in and pull you out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why are we worried about the card? That is way worse. That is
See,
so bad.
see, this is what I'm saying. This guy is not cool.
Yeah. I think that's your bad look.
Okay.
And again, bad look doesn't mean you're a bad person, doesn't mean you don't match, but I can see why that image isn't good.
So how did this date end?
I mean, we had a drink, but it was super awkward, and then that was it, and it was over.
You don't want to stick with the cards and just let this lie?
No, I would love a second chance. I would love that.
Okay.
Jeff, do you have any tarot cards? Should we make this a tarot card reading? Do you have any training in this?
No, I just have some crystal balls that you got to rub.
No.
Oh, wait, no, those are different.
Yeah.
Why are they crystal?
Why do you have two of them?
can start rubbing them now before we call Erica
Let's
for
just
you.
like do the normal way. I'm sorry I asked.
Okay.
Yeah, please don't rub the crystal balls.
We'll do it the old-fashioned. Give her a call, see what she has to say.
There you go.
Oh, I predict it's going to turn out great.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's our psychic prediction.
Positive energy.
We're going to come back and do it with your second date update right after this. You've probably been out on a first date where a total stranger comes up and just randomly says, "You two make such a cute couple."
Oh,
Yeah.
that is such a nice moment.
Yeah, it happens sometimes,
Yeah.
but probably not a lot of daters have experienced somebody saying, "Wow, you two look like a terrible match."
Even if a lot of people are thinking about it, you know, nobody actually says it.
I know-
Wait, you're with them?
I know Brooke's uncle said that to her once about her cousin because they looked too similar.
You're so dumb. I did not date my cousin.
Because your uncle wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
And that was smart of him. But most of the time, you don't get the kiss of death via tarot card on a first date.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, that's what happened with one of our listeners, Jimmy, where the psychic literally looked at the cards and said, "Ooh, this relationship is doomed."
Oh, man. I mean, it is a bad tone for the rest of the night.
Yeah. But we're coming in with a slightly more optimistic attitude when we call Erica for him here. Jimmy, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling all right. Let's see. Hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, man. You need to be more like, I don't know.
I believe in my case.
There we go. You need to be more
Yeah.
confident going into this.
And Jeff was rubbing his crystal balls for you very extensively in between the break. He said it was going to help.
Yeah, what did you see in those?
The outlook is good.
Yeah.
Very good, Jimmy.
See?
All
All
right.
positive vibes, brother.
Something tells me that's not going to help.
Oh, it helps. Trust me. But let's just call and see if that helps too. All right. We're going to call Erica. Let's do it.
Hello,
Hey, we're looking for Erica.
this is her.
Hey, Erica. We're a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey, and that means you're on the radio right now.
Hey, Erica.
I'm Jeffrey, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay.
Congratulations. Big feature spot on our show today.
Is that what we're calling
Maybe congratulations isn't quite the right word.
It could be.
But it might be.
Yeah.
If it turns out you are still interested in the guy you went out with the other night named Jimmy.
What? I thought this was a prize giveaway.
Oh.
Well, it is. And Jimmy is your prize.
Yeah, nice one, Jeff.
It's like a little teddy bear at the bottom of a claw machine.
Yeah.
Get him.
Okay, well, I'm going to exchange that price for something else.
Oh.
Oh, ouch. What, for like a keychain?
Yikes.
I don't know if we can do that. Why do you say that, though? I mean, we know you're not calling Jimmy back after your date. We're trying to help him figure out why.
Okay, so this is, oh my gosh, it was so crazy. I don't know what Jimmy told you guys.
Oh.
But
we'd love to hear your version of the night.
Yeah.
It was horrific. Okay, so
Horrific?
basically,
Oh,
let
really?
me rewind.
Yes,
So,
please.
we went to a psychic to read our future.
Oh, yeah. What did you think when because he said that he surprised you with that, a tarot card reading. What was your initial thought on that?
I thought it was weird and strange. I was like, why are we going to see a psychic? But I was trying to be optimistic. So I was like, well, let me go with the flow.
Yeah. I think that was his whole goal, is he was just trying to do something new.
Unique.
It wasn't something that he necessarily believes wholeheartedly in his soul.
Yeah. It's just like one of those
But
fun
But
things.
it's a risky activity to pick. I
True.
mean, because
Now we know that.
yeah, and it doesn't sound like it was something you were super comfortable with.
Right. And it's crazy you said it was risky because when we got there, she was reading the cards and all of a sudden this one card came out and it was called the Three of Wands, the Swords, Three of Swords.
Three of Swords.
Three of Swords?
Yes, three daggers through you or something like that.
Is that good or bad?
Three Swords sounds good to me.
It was horrible.
It's horrible?
It was actually horrible.
Oh.
It meant something about betrayal and heartbroken.
Yikes.
No.
Oh, is that when the tarot card reader told you guys that you shouldn't be together?
Yeah, she actually said we were going to be really bad for each other.
Oh.
But do you feel like maybe she was just a little bit jealous?
Oh.
She wanted a date with you.
Yeah, maybe
She
that's
wanted a
what
date
it
with
was.
you.
I honestly don't think she was jealous. I think she was actually pretty legit because when we first met,
Yeah.
like I got there, I was all cute, I was looking nice, and I saw Jimmy. I was like, "Hi," and I'm thinking we're about to eat together, but he says to me like, "Hey, I already ate, but you know, if you want something, you can go get in a line."
Oh, are you talking about at the food truck?
Yes.
Wait. He said he took you to a food truck, meaning that you guys ate together.
That was what we thought.
You assume that.
Well, he ate, but I didn't.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So he ate before you?
Really?
Before I even got there. And, you know, I really thought it was so rude that he told me to just go get in line and go buy my own food, like on a first date.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but it
Oh, my
also
God.
could be like a show of you're an independent woman.
No.
Like, I respect your womanhood and you can support yourself.
No. Listen, if you're going to take me out on a date, you're going to feed me. If I am not fed,
or at least wait in line with me.
Yeah, seriously. That is super rude.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
Yeah, so I had this gut feeling, but the tour reader, she pretty much confirmed it to me. And even in there, it was like I just rushed out of there. And I hear him still arguing with her about giving his money back. And I'm like, ugh.
Plus, you were hangry at the time, too. I mean, all of it.
It doesn't help.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't know this, but I have a tarot deck out in front of me, and I just drew the 3 phone calls.
Oh. Not the 3 microphones?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm a pretty bad tarot reader. And one of the phones must be Jimmy on the other line wanting to talk to you. Ooh.
You're joking? Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. Jimmy, are you there?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow, Jimmy. It didn't sound good,
You have
buddy.
anything to say?
I mean, the only thing I have to say is that I don't know what I did that was that bad. I mean, y'all are like, ooh, the guy in the background's like, ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, what? Just because I didn't buy her the food at the food truck?
Well,
Yes, exactly.
Jimmy, why aren't you starting with I'm sorry?
You don't see why, bro, that would be a little upsetting to anybody on a date? Like you ate without them?
Upsetting? What?
Yeah.
That's a really good food truck. She should be happy. Wow.
You
Do
didn't
you
want
got no manners? Oh my gosh.
you didn't want to wait 15 minutes for her to get there so you could eat together?
It's not a restaurant, guys. It's a food truck.
Oh.
You know, you go in and go out whenever you want. We're at like a 5-star restaurant.
But why wouldn't you order food for Erica and have it like waiting there for her? If it's like your favorite food truck and you're like, you gotta try this, like just order it for her.
Or if the line's long.
Because I use all my stupid money on the psychic, okay?
Okay.
It's not that, you.
Does make
Yeah,
sense.
no wonder you wanted a refund.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Well,
he
psychics
did,
aren't cheap either.
Oh,
so.
no.
he
they're
did
not.
spend money on her.
That
On
doesn't
the
matter.
side.
Invite her to
Yeah.
dinner first.
Okay, but I actually didn't even invite her to dinner. I was just like, let's meet at the food truck because that was a place I know.
Oh, so it's on
insinuated.
Erica. It's on Erica that she didn't understand.
Yeah, see, Erica, he's not rude. He's just poor.
Obviously, poor and bad manners.
Yeah.
If you tell me we're meeting at a food truck, I'm assuming that we're having dinner together.
Yeah. It's like, hey, meet me at Olive Garden at 7 o'clock. And then it's like, all right, where do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I mean, I think that's a universal, like,
Yeah.
All right, next time we go out then, can we meet 20 feet away from the food truck?
I think that's how you solve your problem, my
Food
friend.
truck adjacent?
It does
Yeah.
seem like if it's 20 feet away, you don't have to eat.
And I like how we started this whole thing about how Jimmy put in extra effort.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of did, but it got lost.
If you're willing to do that, Erica, then we would love to send you two out on a second date and pay for it.
If you're
Absolutely not.
Oh.
There would not be a second date.
Oh, man. It sounds like Jimmy may still need the gift card, though, Jeff.
Should we give it to him?
I don't know if he even wants it anymore.
You know what? I bet if I went to that psychic again, I bet she would pull a tarot card that tells me that I shouldn't have gone on that radio show because you guys have been no help at all.
Oh, man. Oh, it's someone else's fault.
Well, suddenly now you're on the psychic side? I thought you hated it.
I told you, Jeff, it was the 3 microphones.
If you think about it, your dating life is very similar to famous movie plots. The question is, which movie describes your life?
Okay.
Like Alexis's dating life is kind of like The Hangover.
Oh.
Kind of messy. She doesn't know how she got there.
Yeah.
But you know there's going to be an equally terrible sequel the very next weekend.
Please tell me there's not a random baby at some point.
No, just
okay?
like the lion or tiger or whatever
Okay.
it is.
Thank God. Thank God.
Meanwhile, Jose's is like Top Gun.
Really?
Is it? That is not what I would have said.
Maybe he's hoping for it to be a little fast and dangerous, but at the end, someone's always ejecting prematurely.
Oh my
And then everyone's sad.
Wow.
Yeah, that is very true.
But
that just made me.
well, one of our listeners described her first date like a very famous film, and the comparison immediately had us all very, very concerned.
Like more concerned than I just was, Jeffrey?
Not in the same way. You're going to hear it in a brand new second date update.
Eject! Jeff, I'm ejecting!
It's too late. We're going to do it next. We get a lot of listeners who email the show describing their dates to us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Sophia is the first to ever say her first date was just like the love story in the movie Up.
What? That's a terrible.
That's so sad.
I mean, it's an interesting way to describe it because that relationship, I'm pretty sure, has a pretty sad ending.
I mean,
She's like, I'm 96 and my husband died.
It's beautiful, but she's the one that should be dead if that's the story.
Oh, your wife is the
Yeah. Or who knows? Maybe
It's
they're
really sweet,
maybe their date involved a
though.
chubby Boy Scout at some point.
Or just a lot of balloons.
Yeah.
Oh, and a big nose doggy.
The Boy Scouts is usually how my dates end up, and then the police come in. And
We're like the
things
Man
happen.
Scouts.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't want to get into it, but let's welcome to the show, Sophia. Sophia, can't wait to hear how you felt like your date was like that Pixar film.
There was no Boy Scout. Unfortunately, there were no balloons.
No balloons either.
All right.
Is the
Sounds
guy
like a
just
very good date.
super old?
Square glasses.
Yeah, what do you mean it's like Up?
Well, you know how they're just like this perfect match right from the beginning? It felt like that, and it felt like we just fit, and I could just like see the whole montage, not all the sad stuff.
Man, that is a lot of pressure on a first date to feel that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful. That's beautiful.
A lot of
Totally.
people can relate.
So who died on the date?
Nobody died.
Okay.
But a house got repossessed.
It's just our hope that died because he's not calling back.
Maybe it'll make sense the more that
Yeah.
we hear the story. Let's start with the guy's name.
So his name is Andy.
Okay, where'd you meet him?
We actually met on a dating app, and we talked for a while. I thought he was so cute. He had that like perfect square jawline, and even did his hair similarly to Carl from the movies.
Oh my God.
Aw, cute.
The old man in Up does have a really square head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you
Okay.
tell him that?
I did. I did mention it a little bit.
Oh, that could be.
But I mean, I told him that I thought it was so cute.
Well, we're going to mark that as red balloon number 1.
Yeah.
That's a good way to call
Okay.
it, Jeff. I like that.
What'd you guys do for your date?
My sister actually gave me this vintage wicker basket.
Oh, God.
I was telling Andy that I've always wanted to use it. I've never had a good enough excuse.
I love a good picnic like
A picnic
a
basket.
picnic basket.
Was your
Boo-boo.
sister perhaps a chubby Boy Scout? No?
She just gets super high and watch Up and thinks that she lived the movie.
She like didn't leave her home?
Yeah, it's like, where did he go? I was floating in the sky.
Stop! You gotta
sorry.
stop them.
Yeah,
Tell us what
I'm sorry,
happened.
Leah.
You go,
Sorry,
it's so
people
funny
are
though.
texting in. They want us to shut up.
You wanted to use your picnic basket.
He was down for that.
He was so excited, and it was so just like wholesome.
Okay.
And he was in charge of bringing the actual food, and I was in charge of bringing the activities.
And the basket.
Yeah.
With no food in it.
Activities.
I ended up bringing bubbles, which I realized quickly was really stupid.
I was thinking a frisbee would be a cool.
Bubbles.
I see that now.
Okay.
The bubbles lasted for all of like 30 seconds. It wasn't super entertaining. I brought some like finger painting stuff. I thought that would be cute too.
How old is this guy? Can I ask this? He's 7.
I mean,
Maybe would have
To
loved
be
it
fair,
then.
the big bubble ones are actually sweet.
Yeah.
Like the
There you go.
full-size ones.
what did he say when you're pulling out all this like elementary school?
It's like a fun day at the park, but this doesn't seem romantic.
I mean, we're both like creative people, and so he laughed
Okay.
and blew a few bubbles. And so I thought that maybe
Okay.
they'd be good activities to keep the hands distracted but allow conversations to flow. And so I don't know. I thought it was a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. We have red
Alright.
balloons 2 and 3.
This is not that bad. We're
No,
kidding.
we're just
It's-
joking around.
As long as you were happy and he was happy. So what happened next?
Yeah.
So the part that was more like the movie Up, we walked around the park. We like found this perfect spot where there was like a clearing. We laid down this old blanket and we just looked up at the clouds. We like talked and shared our dreams, and it was just.
Were either of you
Like the
drunk? And
montage.
had anybody been drinking at this point?
No,
Yeah.
no drinking. Surprisingly, it was so natural, and that's what I meant by something just seemed very comfortable and.
Okay.
That's great.
I mean,
I'm happy for you.
We are so jaded.
We're giving you a hard time about it, but it sounds okay so far. Was there
Sounds
any
amazing.
Was there any like low moments during the date or anything that has you worried?
There was one, I think, really small moment that is the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
Okay. What happened?
So this sweet little golden doodle ran up to me
stop
at
it.
one point.
There's a dog? I mean,
I
you're
mean,
at
it's
the
a park. I guess there would be dogs, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that a low moment?
Yeah.
Well, the owner walked up and I started asking him questions about his puppy because I thought it was so cute. And now that I'm thinking back on it, maybe Andy could have thought something else was going on. I'm like,
oh, like you were hitting on the golden doodle's dad?
I mean, the owner was an attractive guy. And I was asking a lot of questions. It was genuine interest about just
Jaw
the
was even
dog.
squarer than, than the guy you were with.
They actually would have included that in the movie Up if the woman didn't die at the beginning. You know, like the real story.
Well, when I looked back, the whole time I thought Andy was like right there, but I looked back and he was sitting on the blanket just like blowing bubbles by himself.
Oh.
So I broke off the conversation very quickly after that. I went back to Andy and I apologized and, was saying I just really like dogs, but I don't know, it felt like maybe a little awkward.
That's not a red flag to you, huh? Or a red balloon, sorry.
Yeah, we're going
Jeffrey,
balloons.
red balloon.
But overall, it was a really, really great day, but he stopped responding to my texts. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because this has now turned into like the ghost of Up. I'm ghosted.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now it's more like Coco.
I get it.
We've-
Brooke and I understand.
There's definitely been
I'm
a lot
with
of
you.
red balloons on this first date. We're going to try and
99.
pop them and bring us back down to earth, get you a second date when we call Andy for you right after this, okay?
Thank you so much. Give me my Disney dream, please.
Hold on. It's the music per request by Brooke.
Yes.
99 red balloons.
I love this song. It's
And
so good.
We're using them to symbolize red flags because our listener Sophia compared her date to parts of the movie Up. Not the death parts or the Boy Scouts or the floating house.
No.
99% of the movie.
Like 99 balloons.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
the connection that she had, which she describes in her email as possibly lifelong.
My God.
If we can get her another date with Andy
Plus,
after
she
their
said
meetup at the park.
He does kind of look like, because of his chiseled jaw, a young version
Yeah,
of the old guy.
totally.
So there's similarities there. That's my recap. Brooke, your
Yes.
witness.
Good
job.
Feel
I
free
mean-
to badger her.
No, honestly, like, if this actually works out for you, what a great start to a love story.
Oh,
I mean, that's what
yeah.
you're trying to write here, which, whew, it's a lot of pressure. No? Hello?
Sophia?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I know a lot of people tune out the second that Brooke starts talking, so I apologize for throwing it over to her.
I was trying to be encouraging,
Okay.
Sophia. That's why I'm going to stop doing that.
Cute.
Yeah.
I like what Brooke said.
She's
I'm
rooting for
excited
you.
for you.
Sorry.
Okay.
She's fantasizing
I'm
about her
nervous.
future. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
well,
don't be nervous. We're here for you.
yeah, let us take over, and we're going to call Andy for you. You can stay quiet till we call you in, okay?
Or just stay quiet even when we do call you in, because that's kind of your thing.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try to not let Brooke talk too much.
Wow.
But here we go.
Okay. Snooze fest. All right.
Hello.
Hey, is this Andy?
Yes, it is.
Hey, what's up, Andy? You're not sure if you're used to being on any radio shows early in the morning, but today's your day.
All right,
You're on the
Andy.
radio, bud.
Yay!
Welcome to the show.
See, as soon as Brooke starts talking, every time she talks,
What is going on? Is it on?
That's the problem, I think.
Andy, you still there?
We hear you.
Let's turn that thing off. Andy, you still there?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey,
Sorry,
man. So
Hey, Andy.
you're on Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and we're doing something called a second date update, trying to help out one of our listeners that you met up with recently named Sophia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember Sophia?
Yeah.
Ooh, you sound really down about it.
Or maybe he's just skeptical. I mean,
And this is
maybe.
a little shocking. A random radio show calls you.
So this is how the segment works. Our listeners email us asking for help to hook you two up again because she doesn't know why you haven't done that yet after what sounded like a really nice date in the park.
Were those just vowels?
Yeah. It's like sometimes why?
Let me just give you an easy question. What do you think about Sophia?
To be honest, I just kind of didn't trust her all that much.
What?
Oh, trust.
I'm sorry. That's just shocking to us because she just sounds so innocent and lovely and
I mean, yeah, that's what people want you to believe.
that's
but
what she sounded like.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she's
maybe she's a good actor.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe you have some insider info that we don't know.
Yeah, why do you say you don't trust her?
It was like something about her profile. We met online.
But, I mean, if it's on her profile, you would know that before you went out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well, on her profile, like the last picture she has is like a picture of her feet. For some reason, I noticed.
What?
Oh.
Like in the sand on a beach or something?
Yeah, somewhere. And that was really weird because I saw her in person and like they weren't her feet.
What do you mean?
What?
What the heck?
I felt a little foot fished, I guess.
Foot
What?
fished?
Foot fished.
You got foot fished.
What does that even mean?
You got cat fin.
How did you even see her feet?
Well, she had them off when we were, we were having a picnic.
I know at the park. No. You just
Call someone about
casual.
that.
She took her shoes off in the park?
She took her shoes off, right.
Okay.
Sensor plan.
Are you like a feet guy?
No, I'm not a feet guy at all. Like, they're fine feet. I just noticed that they weren't her feet, and I.
Oh.
How
Okay.
can you tell?
Yeah.
You're
They're
saying
You don't have to be a foot guy to realize it's just like that her feet on the profile were just completely different feet. And I mean, I don't know why you would lie about your feet. Or
Huh.
it is a little odd that you would highlight it on your profile.
Everyone's trying to make money off foot pics.
You think that's what it is?
Well, we should call her and ask her if it was a mistake, if she even realizes she did it.
yeah,
Because,
call her. I bet she'll tell you they weren't her feet.
oh,
Oh,
That's
then
a-
she'd be
that's
telling
an-
the truth.
it's an interesting
Challenge
idea to
you.
call her, or we don't even have to because she's actually on the other line already, listening and wanting to talk to you.
What is going on? Like, is this a big setup?
No, it's not. You weren't responding, and I thought our date was so great, and we had a great connection, and I just wanted answers.
Okay, well, what's going on with the feet on your profile?
Do you know what he's talking about?
I do. So I guess like the first reason is like it weeds out the weirdos.
I think it attracts the
I was going
weirdos,
to
if
say, wait,
anything.
it sounds like it does
Well,
opposite.
you know very quickly who is going to be weird and who's not when
Oh, I
they're
see.
reaching out.
If they're commenting specifically on your foot pic,
Yes.
that's how you know don't respond to
I
that.
noticed you liked and commented on just the foot.
That to me is just like weirdly manipulative.
No,
And
no.
it sounds like Andy didn't even react to your foot pic online.
Well, that's why she liked him.
Right, so...
No, there's more. I
What?
promise.
Okay.
If you read the caption on my picture, it says those are like my perfect dream Disney feet. Like I thought it was like quirky and funny and like
What?
Disney princesses have perfect feet, but I was trying to like make it a funny joke of
So you're the foot weirdo.
like I don't have Rapunzel's toes or Snow White's ankles.
Okay. I mean, Andy, did you read the caption of her foot pic?
I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't something I really noticed until after. Like, I was just looking at her profile, and I mean, girls post a lot of crap that you just don't care about. And I was just like,
No, that's the answer we're
On
looking
the
for, Andy.
nose.
Wait, did you see that caption? Is she being honest about it? Like, is it still there, Sophia? Could he pull it up and look at it right now?
It's there. It's definitely there. And like I was very upfront, like these are not my feet. These are like my perfect Disney feet. So
So she's saying it's a trap to weed out the weirdos, and she was honest about it.
And it does make sense a little bit because we spoke to Sophia earlier, and she was mentioning the movie Up a lot.
Oh,
and
she's
how
a Disney
she's
adult.
big into
Oh,
Disney and things like that. That really resonates with her. She said she even told you that you looked like the man from Up.
The young version.
Which you know you're a Disney adult if you know the old guy's name.
Yeah.
You know, she knew his name was Carl.
I don't even know his name.
Don't you see that as a compliment, Andy?
Disney adults freak me out, man. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
What?
No, she said you were handsome.
That's not what you
Oh,
said
that
on our
wasn't
date,
me.
Andy. We were like laying on a blanket looking up at clouds in the sky, and you were pretty upfront with your Disney knowledge.
Well, okay, I didn't think it was related to feet though at the time, and that takes it to a whole different level.
Well, if you had a problem with it, I'm not sure why you didn't just bring it up and why you instead chose to ghost me. That seems pretty immature.
I will say she's coming across pretty
That was
mature.
me bringing it up. Ghosting you.
Oh, okay. That's not really
Passive aggressive. Just like Carl from Up movie.
You think he's passive aggressive?
He's very passive aggressive, grumpy man.
It's pretty obvious he's not happy.
He's not
wife
happy.
just died.
Yeah, because he loves her. And that's what we're trying to establish here, a love connection.
Yeah, just wait till she sends you a boob pic.
Like-
That'll be like fake boobs too. You'll never know what party part you're getting.
Before we start sending erotic photos to each other, let's send you out.
Disney photos.
Let's just send you out on a second date that we would pay for if you're up for it, Andy.
It's just the Disney thing is just kind of weird, and the feed thing. I can handle little Disney, and I went along with the conversation, but it's just kind of like,
Wow. That's too bad.
Just can't handle getting foot
Well,
fished.
Andy, I hope that you find somebody who can at least compete with your Pokemon card collection. So.
Oh, do you have one of those?
sick burn. Yeah, I have old Pokemon cards from when I was 12.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, they're worth a lot of money now, so it's
Yeah.
actually financially
It's actually
very
kinda
responsible.
Cool. Kind of jealous of you, bro.
I guess have a great life, Andy. I don't know what else to say. It's really disappointing that you decided to act that way. I guess if you want to call somebody childish, sure, I'll take the blame. But at least I am happy at the end of the day, and I don't burn bridges with people that would have treated me well. So
Yeah, I guess you could go make your own happy ending.
Yeah. But then usually that costs extra, though, Brooke. And then...
No, Jeff, never mind.
That's not the same
Oh.
You
Disney
said the wrong words.
Oh, okay. Some activities sound like great ideas in theory till you're actually out doing them.
Okay.
Like going on a hike.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds super fun. Be in nature, the fresh air, exercise, till you're actually on the mountain, swatting away mosquitoes. Sweating through your pants.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to make small talk when you're completely winded.
Dude, I got the worst cramp ever.
Oh, you like Thai food? Wow. Yeah, me too. You think those berries were poisonous?
Oh, God.
My throat
Jeff.
really itches.
Oh, no. Jeff, get down the mountain.
Well, one of our listeners felt that same instant regret as soon as his date started.
Oh, no.
He even tried to bail on it.
Yikes.
Right at the beginning, and you're going to hear what that was when we get your brand new second date update right after this. Jose, if you messaged a girl on a dating app, how long would you wait for them to respond back to you before you decide it's time to move on? 2 or 3 minutes? And then it's oh, she blew it. Gotta act fast if you want to hop on this ride.
I assume as I'm sending it, I'm not going to get a response.
Oh, you give up.
Oh, yeah.
Instantaneously.
Immediately.
There's just no
All right.
hope in you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And if I get a buzz, I'm is there an error going on with the app? Because
Well, that's interesting. It's different than one of our listeners who says he didn't hear back for 3 weeks after he sent his first message.
Okay.
But good things come to those who wait. That's why
I'm waiting forever. So
I've been keeping Grant on hold for the last 48 minutes in order to talk to us.
You know,
Grant, it's finally time. Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys.
See, that's
What's going on?
It's Jeffrey's trick on how he gets people to respect him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you respect me now, Grant?
Hey, I'm very vulnerable, so be careful with me here.
Just how I like him.
He's sensitive right now.
All right. Now tell us about the woman that you met up with recently. What's her name?
Her name is Shannon. She's super cool. She's very sweet. She's very funny.
Oh, okay.
So sweet she left you waiting for 3 weeks before she responded to your message.
Yeah. What'd she say after 3 weeks?
She said that she had forgotten her account was even active. So
Oh. Do you think that was truthful, or was that just something that women say to throw you off?
I didn't really think about it that much.
Is it today's version of I never do this?
Right. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm on a dating app? What? When did this happen? Hey.
Well, I mean, she was really cool. So once she was actually messaging me, I was like,
Who cares?
It was cool. Yeah, who cares?
I don't care what happened.
Typical dude.
All right, so you guys connected. That's awesome. What'd you end up doing?
Well, she loves animals, and so I suggested we go to a zoo. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's a great date.
How did that go?
Well, at first, I kind of like instantly regretted it because it was a little later in the day, and there were so many people there. It was super crowded. There were like kids screaming everywhere. And, like,
It's like being at a Chuck E. Cheese at that point.
Right. There's no alcohol.
Well, I was about to ask that. Did you guys pre-funk? Because I went to the zoo drunk once and it was awesome.
Oh.
Alone?
Yeah. Well, no, I was with the yeah.
Okay, that's a little
Wait,
better.
I don't remember now. May have been a radio event.
Pictured Jose sitting in the otter exhibit just talking to him. Grant, was that you?
kind of. We didn't drink before, but once we got there and realized it was like a zoo, see, I'm funny too.
You get it?
I like that.
I was like, why don't we just go to a bar? And she was like, well, it just so happens that I have like those little, those like little bottles of vodka. She has them in her purse.
Yeah, she's got a bar in her purse. I like her.
Nice.
Is that cool or is that a red flag to you?
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we like just got some sodas at the zoo and we made our own little like cocktails and
Yeah, you just pour them in the cans or the bottles. That's genius.
That's gotta help.
You and all the other moms there.
Yeah.
that was
Brooke's
great.
like, this is my mom too.
All right. That helped things out?
Yeah, I mean, like it was super chill and we were like laughing and it was just fun.
That's awesome.
What's the biggest
So-
highlight from the zoo?
Oh gosh. Well, she's kind of short, so like she'd sit on my shoulders, like if the crowds were like too big in the way, which was kind of cute.
You put her on your shoulders?
She wanted to go up
I mean,
there?
we were drunk, so
It's like a music
At
festival.
what point did you get kicked out of the zoo?
we didn't get kicked out.
You didn't.
Good.
We weren't belligerent.
It's funny.
Needed a booze.
We never asked you if she was a minor. We usually don't have
boy,
to, but
yeah.
maybe it's just safe. She's over 18.
She's
Let's go with over 21. She's drinking.
Yeah.
Let's go with
She's
over
15
21.
and she has
just
alcohol.
for legal
She's like
purposes.
30-something.
She's
Oh,
30-something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Good.
That's interesting.
And she liked being on the shoulders.
I mean, I hope so. She did it a few times, so.
Okay.
All
that
right.
means yes.
She's the one that suggested it.
How did you guys leave the zoo? How did it end?
Well, she told me that her favorite animal were the penguins.
Oh.
She was in the bathroom, and I like snuck into the the gift shop, and I bought her a stuffed penguin.
That's
Cute,
cute.
bro. That's a great move.
Yeah, she was super happy. She gave me a kiss. Like it was a whole moment.
Okay. So you guys had a penguin moment together. I like it.
I mean, I felt great about the whole thing. And then later that night, she posted pictures of us on her
Whoa.
Instagram, like on her story.
Okay, just the story's not as dramatic as a swear.
Those disappear.
I don't know. It sounds like she may be trying to make somebody jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, you
that's a
think?
good point.
I don't
yeah.
know.
In your
And
mind,
you were okay with the Instagram stuff?
Yeah, but she deleted them the next day.
well, if it's Insta stories, they auto delete.
Yeah.
That
they
is
go
true.
away
Yeah,
after.
she deleted them. She deleted them before like the 24-hour.
Like the next morning.
How many times did
yeah.
you check her
Yeah.
account, Grant? And
See, that
You
sounds, yeah.
You don't have to answer that if it's going to sound incriminating.
It sounds like the person she wanted to
But-
see it saw it.
Okay, how long has it been since the zoo date happened?
It's been like a week.
okay,
Week?
and
Oh, that's a
nothing.
while.
She's not hitting you up?
Yeah, she's not responding to anything. So
Oh.
Did you reply to her stories when you saw the pictures of you and her up there?
I did the emoji response or whatever,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's safe.
Which
The
emoji?
react.
like the heart eyes.
Oh,
Good.
no.
That's
These
cute.
are good things.
That's easy.
But I can see how you go from an extreme high, like, wow, this girl kissed me, she posts me on the story, to then immediately she's deleting you. That hurts.
It was a quick relationship.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a little breakup.
But penguins mate for life.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you need to get her a rock.
Yeah.
That's what penguins do, right?
No, that's only when they can't lay an egg.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
so don't
We
tell
need to
her
trust
that.
the penguin expert there.
the wrong
So
message.
we're going to come back and we're going to try to have you and Shannon mate for life when we do
Oh, I
your second
love
date
it.
update.
Yeah, he even thinks that's a little too intense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But let's just go with a second date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy.
Okay.
One
Jeff.
second date, we'll start with it, then forever in eternity when we do your second date update next. Now, Brooke, hop up on my shoulders.
Oh,
Let's
hell
do this.
I would break you.
Brooke,
Yes.
when was the last time you were on a man's shoulders? Was it a salt and pepper reunion tour? Or when you were trying to scale the Capitol building? Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot. The radio station doesn't want us mentioning that because it paints everybody in a bad light.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no, that's what they were saying to you, but you wouldn't.
No, it was definitely Shoop, okay?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, actually, take that last part out in the editing.
Yeah.
But that paints us in a bad light. A good light, though, was shining on Grant during his zoo date. Because him and Shannon enjoyed the animals together, a couple drinks, and she even got on his shoulders more than once throughout the day.
I think that's so crazy.
And you know that she liked it, too, because she posted the photos on her Insta stories later that night before deleting it. Before the 24-hour period was up.
Yeah, that's always a bad sign.
That's why I need to ask Grant, do you think that maybe one of her friends saw a picture of you on the Insta stories and could have been like, ugh, no.
What? Like talk crap about him or something?
Yeah, like delete that. That's not good.
Cringe.
Is that possible?
No, I thought maybe like she posted it when she was tipsy, and then like the next day I was like, oh, maybe that was like a little too much.
Yeah, but you replied with hard eyes, so she shouldn't have felt that way.
Well, maybe that's why she felt that way. She's like, oh, God, he's already hard-eyeing it. I'm already, wait a minute. I was drunk.
Okay, so everybody's way too in their head about this Insta Stories thing is what we're hearing.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right.
All right, well, we're going to get all the theories out of the way and just get right to the truth when we call her here in a minute, okay? You ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay, heart eye emoji.
Simple smile.
So maybe it was his fault.
All right. Let's find out. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Shannon?
Yes.
Hey, Shannon. Sorry to interrupt your whatever you're doing today, but hope you have time to be on the radio with Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
She could be doing nothing.
Yeah,
I don't
what's
know,
up,
you doing
Shannon?
anything, Shannon?
Day off.
What?
Hi, Shannon.
Sorry.
We're a radio show.
What?
We're a radio show.
Yeah, I don't think she asked like she couldn't hear. It's just shocking information.
Sorry.
Shannon, sounds like you're not on the radio much, but we do this all the time where we reach out to people trying to hook them up to go out on another date with our listeners after they've been out once before.
Did you follow him, Shannon?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is called a second date update, and we heard from one of our listeners, Grant, that you two met up at a zoo.
Yeah.
Oh, you sound like regretful.
Yeah, wasn't it fun? I mean, like his description sounded like you guys had a great time.
Yeah, we did. We really did. And so why is he calling you?
Well, Grant agrees that you guys had an amazing time and is wondering why you're not responding to him because he says it's been a week since you've last talked.
Right. Okay. He's super cool, and we had a great date. I can't lie. We had a really, really great date.
That's good.
That's good
news.
So are you planning on getting back in touch with him? You just haven't had time?
No, no, I mean, probably not.
Uh-oh.
Aw.
Is it a whole it's not him, it's me thing?
Yeah, it's just, I would rather not talk about it, you know.
Okay, but we rather would. And Grant, I think Grant deserves to hear at least some sort of reason why.
Yeah, he's confused.
You're saying yourself, he's amazing, he's a great time.
I mean, look, all I can say is that there's another person that I go out with sometimes.
Okay. Like sometimes as in like all the time?
No. But we have our own situation. Like he's a little bit of an older man and he looks out for me. And I made a mistake of posting a picture of Grant and I on my Instagram story. And
Did you call it a mistake or does this other person call it a mistake?
well, I mean, he saw it and he was a little bit threatened by it, I guess. And normally, I mean, it's not a problem for me to date other people, but for some reason, there was something about Grant that.
So
you upset your sugar daddy.
Well,
is
I
what
mean,
you're saying.
I wasn't going to be that blunt.
Sorry,
I was going to say, is this older person are you physically in a relationship with them or is it more of like a financial relationship?
Yeah, I mean,
mean, that's my own situation. I'll just say it's a good situation for me. And
It doesn't sound like
It's
it though,
sugar
because
daddy.
it sounds like you can't date who you want to
She
date.
can, everybody but him.
Is that true?
But that's what she wants to
Does-
date.
Is that true? He controls who you date?
No, he's not controlling whatsoever.
Yeah.
I want to do this for myself and what's right for me.
Okay.
And based off of the reaction that I got from this other guy, I don't want that. I don't want him feeling that way. And so I'm making this decision.
Okay. And you said that you've seen other guys before. He doesn't have a problem with it. It's just something about Grant.
Yeah, and I have no idea what it is.
Well, do you know what it is? It's probably that he can tell that you really like Grant.
Or maybe
You know?
maybe he's just jealous that Grant can carry you on his shoulders and he's too old to do
You
it.
can't do that anymore.
I got a walker you can sit on.
It's not as fun.
Listen, I've thought about this already. I've already done my processing of it. And like I said, even though I'd like to see Grant again, I'm just not in the position right now to mess up something else that is great in my life.
Well, I know maybe you've had a lot of time to process this, but someone who hasn't is Grant, who literally just heard about this the moment you said it
What?
a second ago. He's on the other line right now wanting to talk to
Oh
you.
my gosh, I wanted to avoid this. I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Well, we don't know if his feelings are hurt. Grant?
They are hurt.
Oh.
Okay.
Shouldn't ask.
Well,
Well,
good guess, Shannon.
well then, Shannon, your read on
1
that was
point.
right. Ours was wrong.
All right.
But Shannon, I'm so confused. Like, I didn't expect something like this. You're just so like cool and pretty. Like, I never imagined something like this for you. I almost don't even believe you.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't believe her. She didn't know you were on the phone, bro.
I mean, I'm sure she could have guessed. She's not dumb.
Hey, wait a minute.
That was
Be offended by that?
No, that was a compliment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
to
right.
her.
I'm a little dumb, so I
very
didn't know.
It's nice of you to say. I just don't think it's the right time for us. It's just not the right time.
So
And
how many years does this guy have left?
Brooke.
What's the expiration date?
it has nothing to do with that. I'm trying to do what's best for me too.
Are you okay, Grant?
Yeah, no, I mean, I hear what she's saying, but I just feel like, I don't know.
Okay.
We have a really great connection. I don't even want to give this like one more chance. Like, does this old dude get you stuffed penguins or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you probably buy her a real penguin.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's got me like 3, but
Oh.
Are you serious? That's
not
a
the
lie.
stuffy.
That is a lie,
Oh,
Sharon.
that hurt me, dude.
Oh my God.
He forgot that he got her the first two, so he keeps buying her more.
I mean, what can I say? It's my favorite animal. Like, that's why he does it. I don't.
Oh, man.
Okay, look, Shannon, you yourself said the connection between you and Grant was very strong. So if this has anything to do with money, I'm sure Grant is open to doubling it right now.
What? No, we're not
What
doing
the
a
heck?
Grant,
transaction.
open the wallet. Prove that you're the better man.
What is this, an auction now? Hey,
That's
who's
not
got
it.
I don't.
No, we're going to talk to
$1,000.
Shannon about how she's an independent woman and doesn't need to rely because
Brooke,
money, Alexis.
Shannon already told us that. You don't have to put the words in her mouth. She said it's her
Alexis.
choice.
I'd like to hear what Grant has to say.
Oh, here we go.
God.
Highest
Grant.
bidder. Who's starting
Door's
at
been
1,000?
cracked open. You got to slam it open. Go
You
ahead.
guys are ruining it.
Well, we're only on the first date, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not paying for her yet, but if she wants to go on a second date to get to know me better without like dangling a money carrot in front of her
I
face,
like that,
Oh.
bro. I like that. So it's like insinuating he does have money.
Yeah, there might be a Versace bag waiting for you at the very end if you go out with him one more time.
These are false promises, if that's what she wants.
That's not from us. That's
No.
all out of Grant's checking account. We're just going to give you a little tiny gift card to get the date going.
Yeah. You guys like Olive Garden or?
So what do you think, Shannon?
I don't know. I don't want to screw up something else.
Okay.
This guy's really rich, dude.
Her
He's
heart
gotta
is saying
be,
yes.
like-
You can hear her heart say
Yeah,
yes,
I
but
can
her,
hear your
her mind
heart.
is saying no.
That's a good way to put it, Jeff.
And you could always go back to school, Shannon, you know, and get your own job.
Who said she didn't go to school?
She's really putting her down somehow.
It's just so depressing to me.
It's like,
Grant-
listen, you dumb hottie.
I haven't heard from you yet, Grant, so are you giving up here?
yeah, I'm not ready for a triangle at this point in my life.
Good for you, bro.
Well, what if you could get on the paycheck too, though?
Ooh, yeah.
I would have to know what that would entail.
You want to be a butler?
Oh, I'm sure they just say companionship. That's what they always say, right?
Shannon, does this other guy have openings for more people like you?
No.
Oh, I was going to put in my application.